supporter of Star Valley Braves sports and activities. Go Braves!
Hey Braves fans, now you can follow your favorite players during the game with a complete Star Valley football roster online, including player pictures and bios. Scan the code on your screen or visit svinews.com/football roster.
The tread
right.
hold.
I'm going to stop you right there.
Who's this?
Less stress with Stress Reducer. Now, how do we make tire shopping more stress-free for the customer? Maybe we give him a massage?
I don't think he wants that.
I don't want that.
Maybe we try.
Maybe we don't.
Maybe we stick with our industry-leading warranties.
Fine. I guess you guys already know how to make everything stress-free around here.
I mean, it is kind of our thing.
No stress with Point S.
While we've grown over the years, our commitment to our clients and their financial well-being remains the cornerstone of our business. With responsive local decision-making and a true appreciation for the health of our community, our vision is to provide a banking experience that is all about you, the client. At Bank of Jackson Hole, we value relationships. As your financial advisor, we're always here to answer your questions. When it comes to navigating the local landscape, Bank of Jackson Hole has proven year over year that we know the way. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to kickoff on the SVI Sports Network. It's time for today's Senior Spotlight, presented by Schwab Mortuary in Afton and online at schwabmortuary.com.
It's our Senior Spotlight on the SVI Sports Network, and Star Valley senior Hayden Morgan joining us today. Hayden, thanks for your time. Big win for you guys against Preston. Start the season 2-0. What did you guys take away from that game against Preston when you look back on it? What did you learn about yourselves?
We learned that we got to come out a lot stronger. You know, they scored first, but we kind of learned that we got to dig deep and we got to start off stronger, especially against Sugar this week.
You had some big plays in that game, some that stuck out to me, a couple special teams tackles. What's that like for you to just go headhunt down the field like that?
It's so fun, especially kickoff when you just full sprint down, kind of no regard for you or the returner. Yeah, it's really fun.
Love it. Now, of course, Sugar-Salem this week. Not a conference game, out-of-state opponent, but it's Sugar. This one means a little more for you guys. Talk to us about the preparation this week to get ready for those guys.
No, it definitely does mean a lot, even if it's out of state and it's not in our conference or anything. But like, this is definitely a game that we've had circled on our calendars for the past 9 months or so. And yeah, it'll definitely show like what we can do and what we are. Yeah.
Anything specific that you or you guys as a team are working on this week against the Diggers?
Not really. Just kind of going to show that we can be the toughest team in Wyoming. Show Idaho that we are too.
Hayden Morgan on our Senior Spotlight today. Hayden, when you're not playing football, what do you like to do? What other hobbies do you have?
I really love the outdoors. I like boating, wake surfing. Dirt biking's pretty fun too. A lot of fishing too.
Do you have your own bike?
Kind of. It's my brother's old bike.
What is it?
It's a Honda 150.
Very cool, Hayden. What's been your favorite class so far in school this year?
I honestly like sports psychology. We're kind of doing a lot of mental stuff with sports and kind of mindfulness of that.
After high school, do you have plans, or are you still working on those?
I want to serve a mission, and that's what I'm planning on right now. So,
all right, very cool. Hayden, who is your? I'll put you on the spot on this one. No pressure. Who's your favorite coach on the football staff?
Oh, that's like asking what my favorite song is. I don't think that's not possible. But all of them are amazing.
All right, I like to ask questions like, what is your favorite song? So I guess I'll skip that one. But what about a movie? Do you have a favorite movie?
I really like, I just recently watched it, No Country for Old Men. It's a good thriller.
Excellent. Hayden, for the rest of this season, do you have any personal goals for yourself for the rest of this football season? Of course, as a team, you want to win that state championship, right? How about you individually?
I'd say just like leaving it all on the field. It's my senior year. I gotta show out and just play hard, give it up my all. Yeah.
That's Star Valley senior Hayden Morgan, our Senior Spotlight on the SVI Sports Network.
You know what I like about Caribou Ford? It's a quick drive. It's gorgeous, and I get what I want.
I take my Caribou Ford to the Oregon Trail golf course.
You know what I like about my Caribou Ford? I can check out inventory online before I go. Now that's service.
You know what I like about my Caribou Ford? Satisfaction.
We're Caribou Ford with top awards in the region for customer satisfaction because we're still keeping it simple in Soda Springs.
This is the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to kickoff.
Everyday life is tiring, isn't it? After a long day, aren't you just exhausted? Wouldn't it be nice if you could just lay down on a perfect mattress? Something that feels like it was custom made just for you. Something so nice, it felt like the mattress itself was tucking you in. Now you can with Mountain Valley Mattress Company. See how affordable your next great night's sleep can be in downtown Afton or at mountainvalleymattress.com.
The countdown to kickoff is made possible by First Bank of Wyoming, your home for totally free personal and business checking. Visit gofirstbank.com.
Live from Sugar City, Idaho, it's the home of the Diggers of Sugar-Salem High School. Duke and Dow with you overlooking this field on a Friday evening where the lights will go on soon, and the Star Valley Braves in their road whites with the crimson helmets tonight for their first road game of the season. It's Star Valley and Sugar-Salem. As mentioned, both teams the defending state champs in Wyoming and in Idaho. Both teams undefeated coming into this one. Sugar 3-0, Star Valley 2-0. Let's see what's happening around the state of Wyoming. If we got him, let's try to bring in Jake Hibbard with our Mountain Valley Mattress Company studio report. Jake, what do you got for us tonight?
Hey guys, so I've got a little bit of everything for you. I've got some kickoffs that have already happened, and I've got some kickoffs to happen. So let's start with the one other 7 o'clock kickoff that I'm looking forward to, my game of the week, which is, right here, Riverton and Evanston. And as I'm looking at this matchup getting kicked off in just a few seconds, I think we're going to learn a lot about both of these teams here. I think that we will find out how good that team Evanston played out of Colorado Springs was last week. As you see, the stats kind of lopsided. They played 2 out-of-state teams. And I think for Riverton, we'll see exactly how dominant maybe they are. If they blow out Evanston, this could be a legitimate number 3. If they don't, maybe Evanston's in that playoff conversation as well. I'll be really interested to see that, guys. And, heck, let's take a look at the stats for both of these sides with Bronson Sims and Braden Wallace all right through a couple of games, averaging 100 yards on the ground. Same thing with Hunter Saltzgaver and Blake Gantenbein. Now, guys, let's go and hit some clips of games that have kicked off. Hang on with me for just a second. We'll get this screen right up. Let's start off with Jackson and Buffalo. Buffalo had the early lead here, guys, and Jackson in the red zone. A little screen pass out, a dipsy-do onto the end zone, and it's tied right now as we're sitting live, still 7-7, folks. Let's jump over to Cody and Douglas. This one looks like it is over, and it looks like we've got a legitimate number 2 in the state of Wyoming, as it is now 28-0, guys. It's looking pretty fun out there for Cody, not so much for Douglas. Some other scores that we've got to report. Powell went up 15-0 on Lander, and Rollins and Green River about to kick off as well. I'll leave it right there. We'll get some more updates coming for you, including the Cokeville Lyman game. Really exciting earlier today. Thanks so much. Until then, back to you guys.
Thank you, Jake Hibbard with the Mountain Valley Mattress Company studio report. As Jake said, we'll hear from him throughout the game with the updates. We'll have him on at halftime of postgame as well. Star Valley and Sugar-Salem with the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to kickoff. Again, your better banking experience is here. Check out First Bank's upgrade to online and mobile banking at gofirstbank.com. I do believe we have Claire Myers down on the field. She has our Miles CPA sideline report tonight. Claire had the chance to catch up with Coach McKay Young and get his thoughts on the game. Claire, what Coach Young have to say tonight?
All right, I just talked to Coach Young, and he says that he is very excited going into this game. He has a great game plan planned, and he is super excited to play the best team in Idaho and they're just looking for a lot of improvement during this game. Back to you, Duke.
Thank you, Claire Myers. Nicely done with the Miles CPA Sideline Report, located in Afton and in Alpine. Call Miles CPA at 885-0055. Now let's check your Crimson Corner with the help of the University of Wyoming.
Well, the Star Valley High School golf teams have been in Casper the past 2 days trying to qualify for state, and, it was a bit of a mixed bag. The Lady Braves, they did qualify. The number 4 spot, they'll be playing at the state tournament on the Afton course, Valley View, next week. Unfortunately, the guys they played their guts out, but came up 12 strokes shy on the scoreboard that I had, so just did not qualify for that 4th spot. The golfers for a state golf plan for next week in Afton. Cross country, they competed this afternoon at the Tiger Grizz Invite. I don't have any results from that just yet. Volleyball's been at the Thunder Bee Volleyball Classic, hosted by Thunder Ridge and Bonneville High Schools. Football, JV defeated Sugar-Salem in Afton yesterday 35-8. Here prior to this game, the Sugar-Salem freshmen defeating the Star Valley freshmen 44-8. So that's a look at your Crimson Corner, brought to you by the University of Wyoming.
Find your reason to be a cowboy at uwyo.edu. That's uwyo.edu. And your Roundup, presented by Sunrise Engineering.
Well, looking first in 2A, let's look at Lyman and Cokeville. Cokeville knocking off the number 5 Lyman Eagles 13-8. Burns and Tongue River, Wheatland and Bighorn is going on right now. Bighorn already up big there. Mountain View at Lovell. Kemmer hosting Pinedale. Those are some big ones in our main western area. Here in 3A, Cody already up big on Douglas, 21-0. Evanston is at Riverton tonight. Lander already down to Powell. Jackson and Buffalo are tied early on. Rollins being Green River. And, of course, you got the Braves here at Sugar-Salem. In 4A, Thunder Basin is at East. Rock Springs at Campbell County. Cheyenne Central is at Laramie. South is at Kelly Walsh. And the big one in 4A tonight, Sheridan at Natrona County. That's number 1 versus number 3 in 4A. That's a look at your Sunrise Engineering Roundup.
Creating solutions that work and relationships that last. Visit sunrise-eng.com. That is sunrise-eng.com. Let's take a final 2-minute break. Back with the Rivalry, Records Watch, and Kickoff after this on the SVI Sports Network.
There's no place to enjoy the fall season like Alpine, Wyoming. Enjoy fly fishing on the Salt and Snake Rivers, camping and hunting up the Grays in the Wyoming Range, hike the trails in the Bridger-Teton National Forest, or bring your off-road vehicles and enjoy the backcountry. And with plenty of lodging and dining options at affordable prices, you just can't beat the fall season in Alpine. Experience the fall season like Mother Nature intended in scenic Alpine, Wyoming.
Welcome to Star Valley Station, home of Skyview Lanes, Salt River Cinemas, and Some Dude's Pizza. Get ready for an unforgettable experience where entertainment and deliciousness collide. Let the fun begin.
As a small business owner, we know you want to take care of your team. Introducing MemberCare, Star Valley Health's membership healthcare program. Through our new program, you can provide your team healthcare benefits at our primary care and urgent care clinics, including essential services like lab tests, x-rays, and urgent care visits, bundled into a plan that fits your budget. Your employees support your dream every day. Here's one more way to keep your team happy and healthy. Learn more at starvalleyhealth.org.
Western is a fantastic option when it comes to higher education. We're awarded consistent upper rankings year to year from entities such as University HQ, College Factual, and Intelligent.com. But don't just take their word for it. Listen to what our own students had to say about why they love Western.
The sense of community that this campus has.
Inter meals are always fun, in my opinion.
They like all of the instructors and the coursework.
The tuition is very affordable.
I have awesome teachers. They're personal and great.
There's always an adventure when you're here.
First Bank of Wyoming countdown to kickoff on the SVI Sports Network. Star Valley and Sugar have the team captains out on the field right now for the coin toss. Now let's take a look at your rivalry presented by Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine.
Well, this is a relatively new rivalry. First game started back in 2018. Overall, the Diggers lead at 5-1. Here in Sugar City, the Diggers lead at 3-0. The Braves have never won on this field. The last game was last year in Afton. Sugar-Salem won that one 31-14. They have won the last 4 meetings. That's a look at your rivalry, brought to you by Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine.
Bringing Earth resources to life. Visit Simplot.com. That is Simplot.com. And the Records Watch with the help of Star Valley Disposal.
Well, Bryson Neild currently has 908 receiving yards in his career. With 67 in tonight's game, he would tie Cole Critchfield for 5th on the list. The 112, he would tie Jason Lewis for 4th. And with 158, he would tie Winston Green for 3rd. That's your Records Watch, brought to you by Star Valley Disposal.
Residential, commercial, construction, and septic services. Visit StarValleyDisposal.com. Down to the field for the national anthem, presented by Hastings Ace Hardware.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in there, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and
Let's meet today's starters, brought to you by Mountain Star Products in Afton.
I'm Smith McClure, son of Brian and Sarah McClure, senior, D quarterback, Afton, Wyoming.
I'm Wyatt Martini, son of Tracy and James Martini, senior, BB, running back, Alpine.
AJ Hale, son of Victoria and Joe Hale, senior, tight end, linebacker, Afton, Wyoming.
Bryson Neild, son of David and Jennifer McGee and Justin Neild, senior, wide receiver and DB, Afton.
Cooper Lancaster, son of Aaron and Anna Lancaster, junior, wide receiver, quarterback, safety,
Dayton Schwab, son of Marie and Dane Schwab, senior, wide receiver, defensive back, Afton, Wyoming.
Cooper Lawson, son of Heath and Heidi Lawson. I'm a senior, offensive tackle and defensive end, Afton.
Garrett Carlson, a.k.a. Gare Bear, son of Earl and Sarah Carlson, senior, O-line, D-line, Afton.
Damian Burgess, son of JR and Katie Burgess, senior, O and D-line, Afton, Wyoming.
Coulter Martinson, son of Chad and Wendy Martinson, senior, tight end, linebacker, Fairview.
Andrew Taylor, son of Bo and Ruby Taylor, senior, O and D-line, Alpine.
Gunnar Brogue, son of Clay and Brittany Brogue, senior, defensive back and wide receiver, Freedom.
Edio Mutoptio, son of Lydia Lily Mutoptio, junior, running backs, linebackers, Afton, Wyoming.
Riley Erickson, son of Jared Erickson. I'm a senior, linebacker, Thane.
Jason Tinser, son of Ty and Candace Tinser, senior, D-line, tight end, Thane.
Grant Thompson, son of Kyle and Aaron Thompson, senior, linebacker, running back, Fairview.
That's your starters presented in the broadcast by Mountain Star Products. Now your keys to the game with assist to sell.
Well, key number one is no turnovers. No turnovers. That's key number one. Number two, the defense needs to hold the Diggers 40% or under in third down conversions. Number three, they need to finish the drives that they make with some points and maybe take some pressure off Smith McClure with a good, solid running game tonight. That's key number four. Those are your keys to the game, brought to you by Assist to Sell.
Local agents Ashley Cranny and Mandy Jack have the keys to your next home. Visit assisttosellstarvalley.com. The home Sugar-Salem Diggers in their home blues will kick off to Star Valley, kicking from the north to the south. Cooper Lancaster and Bryson Neal back to return. It's a short kick that will roll out of bounds inside the 20-yard line. So that will be a procedure penalty against Sugar-Salem to start off the game and give the Braves decent field position.
And for you football nerds that just need to know every little detail, Sugar-Salem did win the coin toss and they deferred. So a little bit of strategy right there, although I don't think they necessarily wanted the ball to go out of bounds. But that's part of their philosophy. They want you to have to handle the ball. You're not going to see the big deep kickoffs or punts. You're going to see them force the other team to try and handle that ball off the bounce. That time, though, took a Star Valley roll out of bounds.
It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Braves from their own 35-yard line, driving to the north end zone at Sugar-Salem High School. And, of course, quarterback Smith McClure, senior, second-year starter this year. He's off to a good start, both throwing and running the football. He has a host of weapons and a really solid front five in front of him. Shotgun empty backfield. McClure steps in the pocket, throws, and overshot his target looking for Cooper Lancaster coming across the field. Couldn't connect, and it's 2nd and 10 on the incompletion.
Maybe some butterflies out there. This is a game that the guys have wanted to win and play, and especially these seniors, and maybe a little too much, and some decent pressure there from the Diggers there on the opening play.
This time we'll have in the backfield McClure is going to throw. He does connect this time with Bryson Neal, and Neal is able to get up the field for an 11-yard gain.
Bryson is going to be a handful for anybody this year. It's his first look tonight, and that'll move the chains.
First and 10. Star Valley moves the chains on a Wyoming National Guard first down. Smith McClure again in the shotgun empty backfield. 5 receivers set. He'll throw again. Steps up. Throws downfield. Has a man open. Underthrew him, but it's almost caught and dropped. He was looking for Bryson Neal down the field. Couldn't connect. It was a little underthrown under the pressure, and it will be 2nd and 10 on the incompletion.
That one hung up just a little bit, Duke, and Sugar-Salem, the defender, was trying to catch up, and he happened to get there just in time to make things a little complicated when the ball got there. And that's going to go down in the Star Valley minds as a missed opportunity.
Same formation, 5 receivers set for the Braves. 2nd down and 10 now from their own 46-yard line in the opening drive of the game. McClure, quarterback keeper, runs left, has a man to beat, and does get across the midfield line, but stops shy of the first down. It'll give him about 6 yards on the carry.
And Coach Young with us this morning as part of First Bank of Wyoming Sports Friday said that due to the man-to-man coverage that Sugar-Salem plays, there might be some open field for Smith. And I got to believe, I'm imposing this on him, but I got to believe he was probably kind of anxious to get that first carry under his belt tonight.
Matautia subs in, as does Grant Thompson. He's our mic'd-up player tonight, both playing slot on either side. Smith McClure looking to his right, checking the wristband, making sure everybody's on the same page on a 3rd down and 4 to go. Matautia in motion, sets up trips left, and then McClure runs right, and he needs to dive ahead and will have the first down on the dive. That's a Wyoming National Guard first down for the Braves.
That was kind of cool. They used Matautia as a kind of a decoy the other way, and then you saw the big lineman pull, and then you also saw number 52 out there. I believe that's Coulter Martinson. Got a good block there to help spring Smith for that first down.
Andrew Daniel comes in to flank wide to the left side and another empty backfield after the first down play. 1st and 10 now for the Braves inside Sugar territory. McClure throws, connects, caught, going down to get the ball is Roman Erickson. He'll be down where he caught the ball for a 7-yard gain on first down.
And Roman is one of those kids that's, I think that's only the third or fourth catch of the year for him. He's a sophomore, but he's also one of those kids that it's been termed to me, he keeps making plays, and he's forcing his way into the offense onto the field.
2nd down and 3 from the Sugar-Salem 36-yard line. This time 1 in the backfield. He'll motion out of the backfield. That's Neal. Looks to Bryson in the slot, now under pressure. McClure rolls to his right, throws on the run, has a man connected and caught for the first down. Dayton Schwab in the scramble drill comes back to the quarterback to move the chains for another Wyoming National Guard first down.
And that's a really good job of Dayton coming back to the quarterback. Smith getting flushed out of the pocket, some pressure up the middle there from the Sugar-Salem defense. And that one moved the chains. How far was that, Duke?
It's all the way up to the 26-yard line. So 1st and 10, 6 yards away from the Crimson Zone for Star Valley on the opening drive of the game. 9:30 to play in this first quarter. Quarterback keeper, left side. McClure finds a seam, breaks a tackle into the red zone, puts his shoulder down, and powers inside the 15-yard line. Another Wyoming National Guard first down.
And it's a pretty feisty run there from Smith McClure. He's known for his speed and his elusiveness right there, as you mentioned. Lowers his shoulder and finishes off that drive and moves the chains once more for the Braves, a 12-yard gain.
Star Valley again goes no huddle, hurry up offense inside the Riverside Dental Crimson Zone. A 1st and 10 from the 14-yard line of Sugar. Empty backfield once again, trips left, 2 receivers right side for McClure in the shotgun. No tight ends. McClure calls for the ball, looking left, back, flushed out, chase sacked. Brought down at the 21-yard line.
Nathan Barris, number 53. We're probably related. Got a lot of Barrises in my family. Smith, I think he felt the pressure, but hung in there a little longer than he should have probably, and gets recorded for the sack.
7-yard loss, back out to the 21-yard line to set up 2nd down and 17 now for the Braves offense. Double tight ends left side, shotgun again. Reset the offense. Neal motions, goes heavy. Handoff, double handoff, back to McClure. McClure will throw into the end zone, underthrows and intercepted. It was a handoff, pitch back to McClure. He tried to go back to Roman Erickson, underthrew the ball, and it's picked off by the Diggers defense. They'll have it coming back the other way, 1st and 10.
And that's maybe one of the things about a quote-unquote trick play. You get so fallen in love with it. Sometimes if it's not going to work, you let it rip anyway. And the Sugar-Salem defender, I did not see his name. There's number Duke, but he was right there kind of sitting on it. That's a great defensive play.
Abe Baldwin, number 2. So the Diggers stop a promising drive for the Braves. They have a turnover. Both defenses forcing a lot of turnovers early on in the season. Diggers quickly go right up the gut of the Star Valley defense for a run of about 4 yards, stopped at the 19-yard line. Well, they'll put them right up at the 20-yard line. Sugar quarterbacked by Jackson Gardner in this wing T offense. Jason Fleming, Kimball Tonks get quite a few carries on the inside. We'll see Dawson McNally get some on the perimeters as well. His favorite receiver, the man who just got the pick, that's Abe Baldwin. Once again, Gardner under center. Handoff up the middle, broken through into the secondary, and a big run up to the 35-yard line. Hank Carter, I believe, on the carry that time. Nope, 23, Jason Fleming on the carry. Carter was out there blocking, so a first down for Sugar as they're up to their own 33-yard line. Clock rolls down to 7:20 to play in the first quarter. Both teams scoreless. This is Sugar's first drive of the game. Now to their own 33 after starting deep in their own territory on a red zone pick. Play action. Roll right. Gardner flushed and throws it away. Nobody open downfield and threw it out of bounds on the run.
That's not the most glamorous play for Jackson Gardner, but that's exactly what you should do right there. There's nobody open. You don't want to force it like Star Valley just did and force it into a turnover. And instead, now you got 2nd and 10 coming back.
Clock stops after the incompletion at 7:03 to go. 2nd down and 10, as you mentioned, and this time they'll spread the formation and put Gardner in the pistol. Kimball Tonks is with him in the backfield with 4 receivers, 2 on either side. Braves defense will adjust to their 3-4 set. Here's a handoff to Tonks. Hit, moves the pile forward and able to get past the line of scrimmage after initial contact for a decent gain of about 3, maybe 4 yards. But it will set up third down and roughly 6 to go for the Diggers.
All right, quarterback Jack Gardner, not Jackson. That's fine with me. I don't like Jackson.
6:34 and counting in the first quarter, and a big third down with the Sugar-Salem Diggers on their own side of the field at their own 38-yard line. Braves defense trying to get off on this play. Gardner rolling to his right. Has time, sets his feet, throws, and a great defensive play coming across was Gunnar Brogue. I don't know if he got his hand on it, but he caused some havoc. Receiver couldn't haul it in, and it's fourth down.
To me, that was really well played by Gunnar Brogue. And on 2 of these plays, the Braves defense has been able to play good enough that when Jack Gardner rolls out, he hasn't really had a great target to look at. And this is something, if they actually do it, Duke, this is a rarity, a Sugar-Salem punt.
Does not happen often.
They do not happen often.
Lancaster and Neal back to return. Low snap collected. They do kick it away. A high spiral wobble, and it's going to be fielded by Lancaster, retreating back inside the 10. Slips and tackled. Inside the 10, a beautiful punt. Abe Baldwin on the punt cover team, and he is able to make the tackle, and Star Valley has a long field in front of them inside their own 10.
And this is my opinion, Duke, but so far the Braves seem just a little bit butterfly-ish, if I dare say. Let's see if they can settle in. They've done what they've needed to do, didn't give up any points off that turnover. It did stop a promising drive, as you mentioned, but we'll see how the things go here, see if they can kind of settle in. Right now, I still feel like they look kind of jittery.
Still early in the game as the shadows cross the entire field at Sugar-Salem High School. The sun's setting behind us with 6:09 to play in this opening period. Second drive of the game for the Braves. 1st and 10, hand off to Thompson. He works the right side, has a hole. Grant running and tried to stiff arm his way to a touchdown. He almost broke that one, but he's shoelace tackled, and it will be enough to move the chains for a Wyoming National Guard first down on Grant's run.
And that is the first carry by someone not named Smith McClure for the Braves so far. That one from the 11 all the way up to the 26.
Grant, of course, our mic'd up player tonight, so we'll have some highlights from him next week. Now Smith McClure in the shotgun. This time will throw. Looks flushed out, rolls right, and throws it away deep, or a dangerous throwaway back in the direction of Abe Baldwin again, but over the head and out of bounds.
That was intended for Matatia, which I don't know how many times that's been looked at so far in this young season, but that's not something we've seen a lot of. But there's definitely some pressure there. The Sugar-Salem defense has done a good job coming up the middle there and forcing Smith out of the pocket a couple of times.
Clock stops on the incompletion at 5:47 to go in this opening period. Grant Thompson remains in the backfield. McClure steps back, under pressure, throws and overthrew his target that time, trying to find A.J. Hale. And McClure underthrown a few times. That one was overthrown, incomplete, 3rd and 10.
Braves are 1 for 1 on 3rd down, but that last one was not 10 yards like this one is.
That last pass, McClure was trying to just lob it over the defense. The coverage was there, but no one behind Hale, the receiver. And the lob just a little too much. Hale couldn't get under it.
So currently, I feel like Smith's just a little bit anxious.
He'll throw again. No quarterback draw again. Sidesteps the first tackler. Can't get away from the second. And brought down by the Digger defensive cavalry. And it's going to be only a yard, maybe 2 on 3rd and 10. And the Braves will come out and punt. Both teams punting in the first quarter. This is the first time for Star Valley. And Christoph Bueller will kick this one away with the clock rolling down to 5:18 to go in the first.
And as far as field position goes, Sugar-Salem really doing a great job there of flipping the field with the turnover and then forcing the Braves into a 3-and-out. Let's see if Christoph can get his foot into this one.
Porter Tykert and Abe Baldwin back to return the punt. Bueller standing on his own 15-yard line. Low snap, collected, gets it away, blocked. Sugar will run it down. Bueller back there, but the Diggers will fall on it. It's going to be Sugar-Salem football from around the 6 or 7 yard line. A blocked punt, and the Diggers have it 1st and goal.
And Sugar-Salem is really adept at this. I think they blocked 3 kicks already this year, and so make that number 4 They were right in there on that, and you see that all the way through. Even the JV game yesterday, they're just really good at coming off the edge and forcing a block. This time, going to set up first and goal.
Jack Gardner is going to be under center. Again, the wing T offense, split backs behind him. First and goal from the 7. Turn, hand off to McNally, and he will not get the goal line. He will get inside the 5, McAnally will. And he'll put him down to about the 4, maybe the 3-yard line on the carry with 4:36 to go in the first. Star Valley's defense hoping for a big stand. This drive starting inside the 10-yard line. Second and goal from the 3.
Well, key number 1, Duke, was no turnovers. The Braves have turned it over twice already here in the first 8 minutes of the game.
1 pick inside the red zone. 1 blocked punt deep in their own territory. Gardner sends a man in motion. Turns, misdirection, handoff, tackled shy of the goal line again. Gain of a yard is all, maybe 2. It's going to be third and goal down to the 1.5-yard line.
Tayson Tittenser right in there to knife down a lot of that momentum.
Third and goal. Most likely 4-down territory here for Coach Richens and his offense. So they'll have 2 plays to try and punch this one in from a yard out.
Sugar-Salem 0 for 1 on third down.
Everyone playing up tight. Sugar is going to flank a wide receiver wide out to the left. 1 wide out to the right as well. Hand off, looking for the goal line in. Touchdown. Sugar-Salem strikes first after the blocked punt sends them up with a first and goal from the 7. 3 runs and they score. 3:28 to go in the first period, and the Diggers lead the Braves by a score of 6-0.
Kimball Tonks in for that one, and Sugar-Salem. Are they going to kick? I didn't know they kicked extra points. Thought they always went for 2. So
going to do one here. Porter Tykert will try the point after touchdown. Waits for the snap. High snap. Holder got it down. The PAT is good. Digger 7. Braves zip on the SVI Sports Network.
See how we sell your home and save you money? Very demure, very cutesy. Call Assist to Sell the Realty Team today for your next real estate transaction. B&H Auto in Afton has been serving the Star Valley community for over 10 years. With a qualified and trained staff, you can trust B&H Auto for brakes, maintenance, repairs, tires, and more. That's B&H Auto on the north end of Afton. Service you can ride on.
This is Wyatt Martini. You're watching Braves on SVI Media.
Tonk scores from 1 yard out after the blocked punt. And it's Sugar on top over Star Valley by a score of 7-0. Ensuing kickoff is going to be left short again, bouncing inside the 10, 5, and out of bounds, untouched. And back-to-back procedure penalties on kickoffs against Sugar. Let's send it over to Jake Hibbert. He has our Mountain Valley Mattress Company studio update tonight. And Jake, what do you got on the Riverton-Evanston game?
Well, guys, we've got the game of the week, and it's proven so far. This is the first play of the game for Evanston offensively. Braden Wallace with his 5th touchdown of the season, 80 yards. Riverton has come back and scored, though. So the tally right now, guys, 7-7 Riverton. Back to you.
Thank you, Jake. Game break presented by Mountain Valley Mattress Company. Star Valley needs an answer here. They trail it at Sugar-Salem with a 3:28 to go in the opening quarter. 1st and 10. They had a promising first drive that resulted in an interception in the red zone. Last drive was a 3-and-out with a punt. Blocked. Now McClure will throw, looking to his left. All kinds of time. Goes deep to Neal. Underthrew him, but Neal comes back and almost got it, but it was knocked away by Cooper Mace and incomplete on the deep post route.
And right now, the Braves, they've had some open looks, just haven't been able to find that range or the accuracy just yet. And right there, pretty decent coverage there from Cooper Mace. Bryson Neal adjusting while the ball was in the air there, but That one's just a little bit out of his range.
So it will be 2nd and 10 after the incompletion. McClure again will have an empty backfield. 3 receivers to his right, 2 to his left. McClure will throw again, steps up. Now he's flushed out, runs to his right. He'll throw it on the run. Has Mount Tautia for a big gain down the field. And he'll almost break a tackle. It's actually no kneeled. Bryson kneeled for the big catch across the 40, inside Digger territory. He's brought down there, and that's another Wyoming National Guard first down.
And that's, maybe Smith feeling a little jittery. What will help your confidence is getting it into the hands of your playmakers and letting them do something after the play. Bryson is maybe the best on the team at doing that. That's a big gainer there. In fact, a 32-yard gain for Bryson Neild.
Quickly back to the line. No huddle, empty backfield again for McClure. First down and 10, inside Digger territory, 37-yard line. McClure again goes deep, looks for Lancaster, man on man, and Lancaster dives for it, but Coop couldn't get under it. In the end zone, man-to-man coverage, drops incomplete, 2nd and 10 again. That was Riley Williams for the Diggers back on coverage.
And again, that one did not miss by much. Cooper has had just a little bit of separation to work with. Just unable to reel that one in. Pretty good coverage there from the Diggers, but there is some space, just a tight window.
Boy, McClure in this offense, Coach Young has them calling shots deep down the field early tonight.
They're launching bombs tonight.
2nd and 10, again from the Sugar 38-yard line. Clock down to 2:50 to go in the first quarter. 7-zip, Star Valley trailing the Diggers at Sugar City as McClure looks to the sideline and gets an updated play call from Coach Young. And a timeout going to be called by Coach Richens. We'll take the timeout as well. Diggers with the lead on SVI.
And we're back with the First Bank Tortilla Challenge. Right now, both Cole of the Afton branch and Marty from Alpine have each had 1 slap so far, but no spewing yet. Remember, the first one to spew the water out of their mouth loses. Looks like Cole won that paper, rock, scissors. And ouch, you can hear the pain in Marty's voice there. That was not good, but a little chippy now as tortillas are flying all over the place. Marty will win that paper, rock, scissors, and whoa, he's doubling up on the tortillas. Is that even legal? But a swing and a miss. Look at this fancy dancing move from Cole. He'll barely miss that, but still no spewing. But here we go with paper, rock, scissors again. Marty wins that one, and whoa, a quick slap. Look how the tortilla bounces off of Cole's face, and then it slaps the legs of the camera. That had some great power behind it. But still no spewing from either one of these. Who do you think's going to spew first? Will it be Marty or Cole?
Back after the Sugar timeout, 2nd and 10 for Star Valley on offense. McClure will throw from an empty backfield. Stepping, now looks down the field. Caught by Lancaster on the run and tackled at the 10-yard line. That time he connects with Cooper, and inside the Riverside Dental red zone, it'll be 1st and goal from the 10 for the Braves.
And so far, Smith is having a little bit of an issue with his touch. Not on that one. That one was right in the bucket.
Cooper had it right as he turned around. And they'll sub out some offensive players to bring in a little more beef with it inside the Riverside Dental red zone. 2:34 and counting to go in the opening quarter. Star Valley trying to tie up this game, trailing by 7. This time Thompson will be in the backfield as the lone back to the left side hip of McClure. Couple tight ends over to the right side. Dayton Schwab over there as well. Motioning Thompson out of the backfield. Miscommunication, some confusion, and a timeout taken by Coach Young. Back in 60. 1st and goal when we come back.
I think being in a small town, you just really care and you take more pride in the work that you do because you're working with your neighbors. These are people that you see out in the community. You know, you see them at kids' sporting events and parent-teacher conferences and the grocery store. You know, these are our neighbors.
One of the reasons that people also come back to us is they trust us because we are friends, we are family. And so I think there's a lot of trust in the community.
This is Garrett Carlson, and these pancakes are brought to you by SVI Media.
Back after the timeout, it's 1st and goal from the 10. They did run a play, but the officials blew it dead. It's one thing we've learned about Idaho, Dal. They don't always give you the full 60-second timeout. So maybe they were just a little preemptive, no flag. So now we'll run the first down play, so didn't miss anything. 1st and goal from the 10. McClure in the shotgun. Turns. Hands off. Morgan on the carry, I believe, and he's hitting the line of scrimmage and dropped down hard. Who was that? Riley Erickson, yeah.
Haven't seen that a ton. Riley coming in, supposed to cut up, and Sugar-Salem was right on top of that. They sniffed that right out.
2nd and 10. He does get back to the line of scrimmage before that big collision pushed him back. No gain on the play.
As you mentioned, Duke, it is 2nd down now. Just in case people were thinking that was 2nd, now it's 3rd. It's 2nd down.
Clock rolls down to 1:40 remaining in the first. Now under center this time is McClure. Pitch backwards to Thompson. Has a hole, and he's in for the touchdown. Grant will score on 2nd and goal from 10 yards away on the bread and butter play right up the right side end.
And that was Elia Matautia with the lead block, and then Smith McClure turns into another blocker, and that's pretty good. That's a pretty good hole there, and then Grant's going to finish with a lot of power. He's a 3-year starter. He knows what's going on.
Of course, Christoph Bueller with the ensuing PAT, presented by Carpets Plus Color Tile to tie the game at 7. Snap, hold, kick. It's good. 7-all. Minute 33 to go on the SBI Sports Network first quarter.
Hi, I'm Elise, and I've been dancing since I was 3, and I love it. I used to get nervous going places by myself, but I don't get worried anymore. Dance has helped me be brave and confident, and I am even on Desi's dance performing team now. I love being with my friends, and I love my teachers.
To learn more about how you or your child could not only develop their dance skills, but also develop as a person, visit Desi'sDance.com. Youth and adult classes are available. That's Desi'sDance.com.
So my name is Jen Johnson, and I'm the head teller here at the bank. So I really enjoyed getting to know the people that work here. I feel like we're a really good team. I've made some friendships here. I feel like we're all really supportive of each other, and I feel valued as a team member, and those efforts are recognized and appreciated. When you call the Bank of Star Valley, you talk to one of us. You don't get a call center in another state. You don't get an automated system. It's one of us that are there to help you.
You're watching Star Valley High School football on the SVI Sports Network.
Grant Thompson with the 10-yard touchdown run on a 2nd and goal, and the ensuing Christoph kickoff presented by Carpets Plus Color Tile in Afton and in Thane. Christoph will boot this one away. He's going to leave it returnable over to Abe Baldwin on the left side, down to the 5, 10, 15, across the field, broken tackle, and brought down at roughly the 20-yard line. Let's send it up back to the studio. Jake Hibbard with our Mountain Valley Mattress Company update on the Buffalo-Jackson game.
Yeah, guys, like you said, Duke, Buffalo and Jackson playing, and Buffalo striking first here. This is Tommy Wonka and his Fancy Bison Factory dancing in from 20 yards out. Buffalo leads Jackson 10-7. Back to you.
Jake Hibbard, game break from Mountain Valley Mattress Company studio. 1st and 10 for the Sugar-Salem Diggers. Now they want to answer after the Braves tie the game at 7, 1:26 to go in the first. Back in that wing tee under center is Jack Gardner. He'll turn, pitch to the outside, running is McAnally, and he will go ahead for about 4. Upended, shy of the 25-yard line.
Jaden Coons, 39 in there. Big Country, 78 coming in as well. I didn't see who got the initial contact but to force him up, but those two finished him off.
2nd down and 6 now after the carry. The clock hits 60 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Gardner again with split backs behind him. Baldwin over to the right. Turn, handoff again to McAnally. Tests the edge and brought down after a gain of about 3. Setting up 3rd and manageable. About 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
Big Country in there again. Cooper Lawson. Should probably mention, I know Cooper's got some D1 offers out there. As far as I know, he's not committed to anybody. And this is exactly what Sugar-Salem wants. 3rd and 2. This is exactly what they want because this is a 4-down offense, and the playbook might as well be wide open here on 3rd and 2.
Clock rolls down under 20 seconds. Gardner calls for the ball. Handoff up the middle, and we'll have enough for the first down. On the carry was
Fleming.
Fleming again, and he'll needed 2 yards. He gets 3 yards. That's a Sugar first down. They'll give him 4, actually, up to the 32. That will move the chains and take us to the end of the first quarter. Diggers strike first, but the Braves do answer. And after 1 period of play at Sugar City, Idaho, Star Valley 7, Sugar-Salem 7, live on the SBI Sports Network.
On behalf of the Bank of Star Valley, we would like to congratulate Wyatt Martini on behalf of the Bank of Star Valley, we would like to congratulate Wyatt Martini on being this week's Man of the Week.
I'm Wyatt Martini, son of Tracy and James Martini. Senior, DB, running back. How fun.
He was right, draw play. Hands off to Martini, breaks a tackle. Defense falls Martini to the 20. Has a blocker downfield to the 10. Big cut 5 and tackled inside the 5-yard line.
These kinds of headaches can be literally incapacitating. They can change your quality of life. They can change your ability to work. They can change your ability to take care of your family.
I wasn't able to get up in the morning and get breakfast for my boys. As they went off to school, I wasn't able to help them. I had a hard time getting out to games, to plays, to activities that they were in. Dr. McClure has helped me get my life back, and I'm grateful for that because I can be so close to his office.
This is AJ Hale, and you're watching Braves football on SBI Media.
Braves have been moving the ball up and down the field a little bit in that first quarter. Sugar-Salem 9 carries, 36 yards, Duke.
Quick Battleson Brothers Flooring battle stat as we flip directions. Now Sugar driving and a direct snap to McAnally. McAnally will run it, stiff arm his way up to the 45 and knocked out of bounds shy of the 50. That was tough running on the perimeter on the direct snap to Dawson McAnally.
And then, so not only did he have the space and the speed, Duke, but then he finishes with a lot of strength there at the end. And a gain of, is that 15 yards, I believe?
Put it up to the 47-yard line. 1st and 10 now for Sugar to open up the second quarter of play.
And that's how you go from 3.5 yards a carry to 5 yards a carry.
Yeah. Gardner this time will be under center. Jack calls for the ball. Hands off. And it's going to be Fleming up the middle for a gain of 4. Clock rolls down to about 11:15 to remain in the opening quarter of play.
Pretty even workload so far on the running game for the Diggers. Fleming 4 carries, 20 yards. McAnally 4 carries, 26 yards. Kimball Tonks 3 carries, 9 yards, and the touchdown.
Ball right at midfield. Nose of the football gracing the 50-yard line. Split backs again in the wing T. 1 receiver wide right. Hand off, hit at the line of scrimmage. Carry it ahead for a gain of 2. It will be 3rd down and 4 to go, maybe even 5.
Riley Erickson hit him right away, and he lost all his momentum, had some teammates to help him right after, but Riley Erickson stuffing that one.
Chance here for the Braves defense to get off the field on a 3rd and 5. Ball moved inside their territory to the Star Valley 48-yard line.
The Diggers 2 of 3 tonight on 3rd down.
From the 48, they need the 43. This time back in the shotgun, Jack Gardner. He'll roll to his right. Looks downfield, nobody open, everybody covered, and threw it away. It was too high, trying to connect with his target, who was rolling out, not there, and it's 4th and 5, and out comes the punt unit.
He was looking for Ace Clark, and had some pressure there from the backside. Floated it a bit, pretty good coverage, but that one would have been a tough catch.
Chance here again for Sugar to flip the field position. This is going to put Neild and Cooper back inside their own 5-yard line to field a punt for McAnally.
And Sugar-Salem, when they do punt, it's like a one-step deal, but man, it explodes off his foot.
McAnally calls for the ball. Punting on a 4th and 5. High, collects, kicks it away, spirals over to the left side to Neal. Catches it cleanly at the 10, 15. Neal with the wall to the 20. Had a touchdown return last week, and he'll have another one. Neal to the 50, and he'll have 2 for 2. This time on a punt return. Nobody near Bryson. Arm in the air, the 10-5, and the touchdown. A 95-yard punt return. Did it again on special teams, and the Braves take their first lead of the game.
Had a 92-yard kickoff return against Preston last week, and he's got a 95-yard kickoff return this week. Duke, I've been doing this for 20 years. I have never seen that.
Had a fantastic wall, as you just saw on the Fall River Propane replay. Took it up the left sideline, and the Braves lead it now. 9:50 to go in the second, 13-7. Kristoff with the ensuing PAT from Carpets Plus Color Tile. Lancaster to hold. Snap, hold, kick. Good. Braves 14, Sugar-Salem on the SVI Sports Network.
Battleson Brothers Carpet One Floor and Home is clearing stock with massive discounts. Right now, while supplies lasts, find select LVP and carpet 50% off. Battleson Brothers also has over 8,500 square feet of hardwood, normally $7.99 per square foot, but currently just $3.99. And choose select tile for just $1.99 per square foot. Come see the flooring professionals, located 1 block south of the Arch in Afton.
Price, quality, service, Battleson Brothers Flooring. The winter sledding season will be here before you know it. Make sure you're ready for the best winter yet by making your reservations at Kodiak Mountain Resort in Afton, Wyoming. The resort is located just minutes away from some of the best backcountry sledding in the Rocky Mountains, regardless of experience. And with plenty of trailer parking and a large complimentary breakfast, there is no place better to stay while you enjoy the Wyoming winter. Book your stay today by visiting KodiakMountainResort.com.
Live coverage of Braves football continues now on the SVI Sports Network.
Another one for Bryson Neal, the 95-yard punt return touchdown tonight gives Star Valley their first lead of the evening. They now lead at 14-7. Here's the ensuing Kristoff kickoff with Braves on top at Sugar-Salem.
Start calling him DJ Khaled. Another one.
Kick will be pushed down and into the goal line for a touchback. Let's send it back to Jake Hibbard for another game break, this time on Powell Lander. Jake, what do you got?
Well, you see there at the bottom of the score, Powell 15, Lander to 8, about to go up one more. Keona Wisniewski throws it over to the corner. Guys, you got to trust me. Jordan Lara caught it. It's 22-8, Powell. Back to you.
Thank you, Jake. The Mountain Valley Mattress Company studio update. And Dow, back-to-back weeks for Neal to get those special teams touchdowns. But did you see the wall, though, that was set up on the sideline? That was excellent punt return blocking.
Well, and we've seen it there. We've seen it on that kickoff return last week, and we saw it last week with that Wyatt Martini pick 6.
Here's a handoff around to Baldwin. He's going to try the edge, cannot get away from the defense. Well, he actually does kind of squirm away for a dive and picks up maybe 7 or 8 yards.
Yeah, Grant Thompson had a hold of him, and generally you don't get any more yards. That's a very tough run there for Baldwin.
2nd down and 3. After the run, pushes the football up to the 27-yard line. 9:23 to go in the second quarter. Star Valley now leading 14-7 after going down 7-zip early in the game. Wing T offense again. Gardner hands off and eaten up by the Braves defense and pushed backwards. Nowhere to go. Big play for Jaden Coons on the Braves defense to hold it to a short gain.
Yeah, the Braves sniffed that out, and as you mentioned, Jaden Coons, tip of the spear on that one.
They will give him 2 yards on the forward progress up to the 30, up to the 29-yard line. 3rd down and 1 to go. Clock rolling down to 8:45 remaining in the second. Diggers break their huddle. Coming out wide left is Ace Clark. 3rd and 1. Abe in motion. Handoff. No, he will not get there. Tries to dive ahead. They hand off the ball to Kimball Tonks, and he'll be stopped shy of the yard to gain. No gain on the play. 3rd and 1's now 4th and 1. We'll see what Coach Richens decides to do here in his own territory.
Duke, unfortunately, there was enough white jerseys in there, I could not make out who that was.
I believe it was, I don't know. I think it was Coons again, actually. I think it was Jaden back-to-back.
That was kind of my guess, but
Coach Richens will go for it. 4th and 1 from his own 29-yard line. We'll see if they snap it or try and drive the Braves offsides. Gardner under center. And they do the hard count. Braves jump but don't cross the line. Gardner will call the timeout. And we'll have the 4th and 1 when we come back on the SBI Sports Network.
Are you ready to join a legacy of service and adventure? The Wyoming National Guard invites you to be a part of something bigger. With us, you can serve your state and nation, all while pursuing your dreams. In the Wyoming National Guard, we ride for the brand, then fly for the brand. Embrace the opportunity, make a part-time commitment, and become a guardian of Wyoming's future. Join us today and be a part of a tradition like no other. Your journey begins here.
While we've grown over the years, our commitment to our clients and their financial well-being remains the cornerstone of our business. With responsive local decision-making and a true appreciation for the health of our community, our vision is to provide a banking experience that is all about you, the client. At Bank of Jackson Hole, we value relationships. As your financial advisor, we're always here to answer your questions. When it comes to navigating the local landscape, Bank of Jackson Hole has proven year over year that we know the way. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. After the timeout, Richens sends his offense back out onto the field. Looks like they will go for it on 4th and 1 from their own 29. Turn, handoff, hit, and a head forward for the first down. Needed 1, got 2. So the Diggers do convert from their own 29-yard line to make it 1st and 10 from the 31.
McAnally gets the yards they needed. And you know, another element of this Sugar-Salem offense, Duke, sometimes they'll line up that way and they'll do a quick kick. They have that ability as well. This time, obviously, though, just lowering their shoulder and getting what they needed.
So here's a new set of downs for Sugar-Salem. Now from their own 31-yard line. Hand off again to the perimeter, McAnally, and he'll be tackled across the 35 to about the 37. Roughly 6 yards or so on the carry with 7:03 to play remaining in the second quarter.
Grant Thompson, Dayton Schwab in on that stop.
Second and 5 from their own 36. Late sub here for the Braves. Roman Erickson rushes in to play left outside backer on the defense, and we'll see Gardner go into the shotgun. Thus the defensive switch for the Braves on personnel. Gardner throws off his back foot and incomplete. He had his man Abe Baldwin going down to get it, but as he hit the ground, the ball popped out and no good.
Would have been a tough one there, and that was Roman Erickson, number 11 in there on coverage as well. The Diggers still looking for their first completion tonight, 0 for 4.
Now a tougher third down situation for them as well. 3rd and 5. Again from their own 36-yard line, 6:26 to go in the second. This time you'll have McAnally split to the slot on the right side with Gardner in the shotgun. Tonks to his right side hip. He'll throw rolling to his right. Goes to the flat and into coverage but completed.
Wow.
No, he dropped. What do they say? No signal.
I thought he caught it.
And yeah, he did. McAnally will haul it in coverage. The pass was perfectly floated over the receiver by Gardner, or over the defense by Gardner and in. 1st and 10 for Sugar. Ball moved up to their own 44-yard line.
Gain of 8 for McAnally, and man, he climbed the ladder on that one.
From the 44. Hand off Tonks again, straight up the gut for 4 yards. Stopped at the 47. Clock rolls down to 5:50 remaining.
That was the 18th carry of the night for the Diggers. 55 yards and a touchdown. Longest play of the night was that 15-yarder from McAnally.
Back to the wing tee on 2nd and 7. Gardner looks at the defense, turns, McAnally Cuts up the field, breaks through into the secondary, has the first down, wrapped up and brought down across the 40, shy of the 35. Now the Diggers moving the ball down the field, and they're inside Star Valley territory.
A gain of 14, and that was a great job of kind of shuffling off some tacklers there by Dawson McAnally.
Spot the ball at the 39-yard line. Clock down to 5:10 to go before halftime.
He's doing the heavy lifting for this offense in the first half. 8 carries, 48 yards now on the ground.
1st and 10. Now from the Star Valley 39. 3 receivers over to the right side, 1 to the left side. Gardner in the shotgun. Hands off to his tailback in Tonks. He'll rumble ahead for another 5 yards on first down.
Sugar-Salem's found some space here on this drive, Duke. Those carries that were 2, 3, and 4, now they're getting 5. That last one was 14. And that's where this offense can really grind the will out of you.
Star Valley has been pretty much no huddle on offense the whole time. Sugar huddles up, a little more methodical in their wing tee. And again, 2 split backs behind Gardner under center on a 2nd and 5 from the Star Valley 34. Hand off again. Going left, back to the right. Mace on the carry. And he'll be stopped 1 yard shy of the first down to the 30 to set up 3rd down and 1. All spotted right on the 30-yard line. Clock down to 3:47 to go. Both teams with 2 timeouts remaining.
Diggers are 3 of 5 on 3rd down, 60%. If you'll recall, one of my keys was trying to hold them under 40%. Right now, they are beating those odds.
Cooper Mace remains in the backfield. Tonks with him as well. Split backs. Gardner hands off to Tonks. No, it's actually McAnally, and McAnally will have the first down. Needed 1 yard, got 2 yards, moves the chains again. And the Diggers threatening to go inside the red zone. They're now spotted out to the 28-yard line with 3:20 to go before halftime.
And teams like this, Duke, one of the big things you got to try and do is on that first down carry, you got to try and keep them to 1, 2 yards, no gain. Sugar-Salem's been getting big chunks on first down.
Here's another first down. Split backs again behind Gardner. Turns, quick handoff again to McAnally. He almost lost the ball, but he breaks through into the 2nd level and keeps those feet churning all the way inside the 20. Hard running for McAnally. And that will be another Sugar-Salem first down and put them inside the red zone, clear down to the 15-yard line.
The second effort of Dawson McAnally in this first half is what's keeping the Diggers right in this thing. There's some contact. He's either powering through it, he's dancing out of contact. He's really getting the job done.
He'll be on the right side of the split backs this time with Cooper Mace on the left side. Gardner again under center. McAnally again on the carry. Another big hole, but this time it's stuffed. But it's still a gain of about 3 yards. Thompson on first contact of the tackle. Give him 4 yards and down to the 11.
Right now I've got McAnally, 11 carries, 67 yards. And he is toting the rock on just about every play here, which is what they do. Sugar-Salem kind of wants to lull you into that routine, and then they hit you with the play action.
Down to 2 minutes to go in the half. Long, sustained drive for Sugar in the red zone. This time Tonk on the carry. He stood up by the linebacker. Thompson again, a big collision. Tonk's able to get another couple, though, and set up 3rd down and 3 inside the 10 from the 8-yard line.
Tell you what, Grant Thompson is busy right now, number 31.
That was a big collision from those 2 big bodies, Tonks and Thompson.
Another big 3rd down here. Diggers 4 of 6. They've converted several here on this drive.
From the 8-yard line, 3rd down. Split backs again. Handoff McAnally, and he'll be stopped and pushed backwards. He will get positive yards, maybe 2. 4th and 1, less than 1. 1 minute to go before halftime, and the Braves need to hold for 1 yard down inside their own 10 at the 6-yard line.
Sugar-Salem is 1 for 1 on 4th down.
That one happening on this drive. Clear back inside their own 20. Or in 30 anyway. Here's Gardner. Turn. Handoff. McAnally will have the first down inside the 5 and brought down shy of the goal line. 1st and goal for Sugar. 37 seconds to go. They'll stop the clock quickly to set the sticks. And Coach Richens will call a timeout. 37 seconds remaining, and the Diggers trying to tie this game up heading into the locker room. Back in 30 seconds on the SBI Sports Network.
September is Hunger Action Month. Can you be part of the solution by volunteering, donating, or advocating for those food insecure individuals in your community? Come join us at the pantry. Find out all the ways that you can help those families facing hunger in our community.
This is Jaden Karen. You're watching Braves Football on SBI Media.
For the second time in this drive, Sugar converts a 4th and 1. This time they do it inside the red zone. Sets up a 1st and goal from the 3-yard line now with 37 seconds to go before halftime.
They've just been riding the legs of Dawson McAnally on this drive. He has put them on his back. And this has been easily the best drive of the night for the Diggers. And a chance to tie this game up going into the locker room at half.
Coach Richens will have 1 timeout remaining. With just 2 yards to go, he has all kinds of time. 37 seconds on the clock. Braves looking for a big stop here. They'll need a couple of them. Gardner under center. Pitch out to McAnally. Tries the edge this time. Hit. Goal line touchdown. McAnally, the horse, the whole drive. He'll cap it off with 33 seconds remaining and a PAT away from a tie game. Late in the second quarter.
Second rushing touchdown of the half for Sugar-Salem. The first one went to Kimball Tonks. I think everybody in the whole stadium knew that was probably going to go to McAnally, but it's tough to hold him under 2 yards.
And the snap, hold, kick is good. 14 all, 33 to go before half on the SBI Sports Network.
At the University of Wyoming, ideas come to life. It's where the spirit of innovation and boundless curiosity fuel our hunger for knowledge. It's where the past meets the present and our students shape a brighter future.
I'm a student athlete.
I'm a musician.
I'm a mentor.
And I'm a cowboy.
The world needs more cowboys.
Have you heard how you can earn some extra cash from Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union? Bring us any new or refinanced auto, ATV, or RV loan, and we will give you 1% back in cash. Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union, OAC, member NCUA.
Vail Valley Construction is your local source in Star Valley for quality asphalt paving. Whether it's residential or commercial driveway or parking, Vail Valley will have it done with great service at a great price. To get started, visit availvalley.com.
You're watching Star Valley High School football on the SVI Sports Network.
McAnally caps off a long, sustained drive for Sugar-Salem that included conversions on 4th and 1 twice. And he puts it in from 2 yards out. 33 seconds to go before halftime and a tie ball game. Porter Tykert for Sugar will kick this one off. Again, Lancaster and Neal back to return. Bryson already with a punt return touchdown. And this will be fielded by Lancaster at the 15-yard line. Works it left side of the 20. Another big wall for Cooper this time. He's hit at the sideline, bounces out the tacklers, and then brought down shy of the 45-yard line. Big return for Coop with 24 seconds to go and 2 timeouts. What that does, Dow, with that big return, gives Coach Young a chance for a couple shots here.
Well, and Coach Young and the Braves have not been shy of taking some big shots in this first half. Some of them have hit, some of them haven't, but they've thrown the ball down the field quite a bit in this first half. And as you mentioned, 2 timeouts, 24.5 seconds, and you got a strong right leg with Christoph Bueller. You got some options, if not a lot of time.
McClure will be in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Mount Autia with him in the backfield to his left side hip. He'll stay in the block. McClure throws on the out route, caught, and then out of bounds to stop the clock wisely for a first down. Roman Erickson picks up the first down presented by Wyoming National Guard, but saves the timeout with 18.6 remaining. Inside Digger territory as well. Down to the 46-yard line. Chains will set, 1st and 10. Same formation, same personnel. McClure in the shotgun. Mount Autia to his right side hip this time. McClure looking to his left. Goes sideline, out route again. Caught again, falling out of bounds. Once again by Roman Erickson. And Erickson will stop the clock at 13.1. That time, though, just a 5-yard completion. But it does push the ball up to the 41-yard line. And now you're starting to inch even inside of kicking territory for Christoph.
And I wonder if maybe they'll take a shot over the middle, knowing they've got the timeout to work with.
There's like 2 of them still. So, yeah, certainly can hit the middle of the field if needed. 2nd and 5. Again, out route, caught by Erickson, hitting out of bounds. Wow. Another Wyoming National Guard first down, 8.5 seconds to go, and now inside the 35-yard line, down to the 33.
How about back-to-back-to-back catches for Roman Erickson?
Yeah. So you have 2 choices here, basically, Dow. You can take a shot at the end zone. Still a timeout left. I guess maybe you do another quick out, try and get Christoph 5 or 6 more yards if you're thinking field goal. But if you go touchdown here, you're probably thinking not field goal.
Well, and I guess with 8 seconds, like you just said, you probably got to pick right now.
Yeah. See what Coach Young does. See if he tries to pick up just a couple more, call a timeout. Or if they go for 6, empty backfield, 5 receivers, rolling left, dumps it off, caught out of bounds. This time Bryson Nield will duck out of bounds, and with 4.1 to go, we'll see Christoph Bueller and the field goal unit come on the field. That nice kick return set them up, and then they dunk all the way down out of bounds. A timeout taken by Coach Young to set up his field goal unit. We'll take a 30-second timeout. Field goal right before halftime when we come back on SVI.
My best friend just had a birthday party at the Fun Zone in Afton. It was so cool. We got to play basketball, ping pong, and foosball. We were able to bring our own Nerf guns and even watched a movie on a giant projector screen. For my next birthday, I want to have my party at the Fun Zone too. Mom said the Fun Zone will also work great for my sister's wedding reception in a few months and next summer's family reunion. For reservations, visit svfunzone.com.
This is Bryson Nield, and you're watching Braves Football on SVI Media.
Chance for Star Valley to go into the locker room with the lead, but it's going to take a 46-yard field goal from Christoph Bueller to get it done. Right now tied at 14-14, 4.1 seconds remains. Cooper Lancaster again will hold from the 36-yard line. Christoph has the leg. We'll see if he can put it between the uprights on this one. Long snap count, and I think Coach Young was a little gamesmanship trying to draw him off sides to get 5 freebies. Sugar does not jump. He had that extra timeout, so he uses it.
Why not?
Yeah. We'll just keep it here for this one. Dow, we've seen Christoph hit this one before. Won a game winner last year against Powell in Star Valley. But he's got the leg. He hasn't hit very many field goals so far in the year. It's been accuracy the problem so far. We'll see if he can put this one between the uprights.
Yeah, distance isn't his issue. He's got more than enough leg for this. And even the ones he's missed this year, they've been pretty dang close. I'll also throw this out there. Sugar-Salem is really good on special teams at blocking punts and kicks, so you got to be aware of that too. That kind of rushes things that might be in your head. Obviously, at the very worst, you want to go in the locker room tied 14-14. You don't want Sugar-Salem dancing into the locker room up 21-14.
But remember, this was all set up after Sugar scored a touchdown with 30 seconds remaining. A nice punt return or kickoff return from Cooper up to the 45. And then Star Valley went a ton of times to Roman Erickson on little out routes out of bounds to keep the clock stopped.
Yeah, 3 times in a row to Roman and then 1 more to Bryson to set this up.
All right, here's the 46-yarder to take the lead at half. Christoph Bueller, high snap, but pulled down. Kick is blocked. And it is going to be picked up by Sugar, and they will have a chance to run it down to the 40, being chased down to the 20 and out of bounds. Will not get into the touchdown, but the high snap threw off the timing. The kick was extremely low, went right into the line, an easy block, and it's tied at 14-14 heading into the half. Star Valley and Sugar-Salem in another tight one. Your Star Valley Health halftime show coming your way. Right now, we'll kick it off with Jake Hibbard from the Mountain Valley Mattress Company. Halftime report from around the state of Wyoming. Jake, take it away.
Hey, thanks so much, guys. We got a busy halftime to go through all the kickoffs we've had, so let's jump right into it. I want to start with a game that started at 1 o'clock today, Cokeville and Lyman. It was a low-scoring game, an exciting one. We'll see the first score of the game. That is Justin Moyes for Cokeville running around that side edge. Put Cokeville up 7-0. Then on the response, Maxfield finds Devon Chase out there for a 42-yard touchdown. Lyman got the extra point and then one, so they're up 8-7, and then the response. It's Moyes again. He scored all the points for Cokeville, 13-8 the final. Let's jump over to Evanston and Riverton. First play of the game. It is Braden Wallace running. 80 yards for a touchdown. Yeah, 80 yards for a touchdown on the first play, but Riverton, well, they weren't quite done. They were not going to be knocked out. Here is Hunter Salzgeber with a response, 37 yards, and it's 10-7 right now, Evanston and Riverton. Let's jump over to Buffalo and Jackson. This is Tommy Wonka. I don't know if he's giving out golden tickets, but he's given out Buffalo the lead. They have it 13-7 right now. Cody and Douglas, not much of a competition today, and it was over soon. Look at this little screen pass outside. That is an 80-yard run for a touchdown by Trey Smith from Maddox Ball. 42-0 right now in that game. And then we'll jump over to Mountain View Lovell. Here's Justice Platt looking, finds Brendan Walker in the red zone. It's 7-0 in the first quarter right now. Mountain View on top of Lovell. Big game. 21-7. And guys, finally, I'd like to jump over and show you a clip, if you'll bear with me for just a second here, of the of the Green River and Rollins game. Here is the one score we have in this contest. That's Maddox Hintz handing off right up the middle and a touchdown. Green River leads Rollins, guys, 7-0. 7-0 in that game right now. And some other scores before I go into 4A. Let's run through them. Folks, we've got in 4A, Cheyenne East over Thunder Basin, 24-6. Campbell County over Rock Springs, 28-3. Laramie over Central in the fourth quarter, 7-3. This is third quarter. Kelly Walsh leading South, 48-7. And Sheridan leading Natrona County. Big win streak on the line, 19-7 in the second quarter. Back to you.
Kibber with the Mountain Valley Mattress Company studio update on what's happening around the state of Wyoming. Great highlights. Jake, nicely done as always here in this one at Star Valley. Sugar-Salem knotted up at the half. 14-all presented by Star Valley Health on the SVI Sports Network.
Live coverage of Star Valley Sports on the SVI Sports Network is made possible by TerraPower, a nuclear innovation company. The Right Company, your local siding and gutter experts. Call Ready Mix, located north of Afton. Miles Beverage, proud to sponsor Star Valley Sports. Hillam Orthodontics, generations serving generations since 1966. And by Star Valley Glass and Lock, automotive, residential, and commercial glass.
At Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine, it's not only about mining phosphate for production of crop nutrients that support western U.S. farmers and ranchers. It's about supporting our employees, neighbors, and local communities and their families. From providing quality competitive jobs to being an active partner in our local communities. Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine. Passion for people and supporting local families by bringing Earth's resources to life.
If you feel a burning in the back of your heel or lower calf that worsens with activity, you may have Achilles tendonitis. This often occurs as the result of repeated movements of certain sports, such as running, tennis, or basketball. Dr. Andrew McCall at Alpine Foot and Ankle is your local expert for Achilles tendonitis treatments and many more foot and ankle problems. To learn more and to schedule a consultation, visit alpinefoothandankle.clinic. That's alpinefoothandankle.clinic.
Whether it's staying in touch with family, entertaining the kids, or connecting with your favorite sports team, Silver Star helps unlock the moments you live for. Connect to what matters most without lag, buffering, or dropped connections. Visit silverstar.com and discover frustration-free Wi-Fi from Silver Star today.
This is Braves football and the Star Valley Health Halftime Show on the SVI Sports Network.
Star Valley Health, your home for advanced, local, and personalized care. And Member Care is here. Learn more about the new health member benefit membership program for small businesses in western Wyoming. Visit starvalleyhealth.org. That is starvalleyhealth.org. Again, Star Valley and Sugar-Salem tied at the half, 14-14. In the locker room. Now let's take a look at that score by the numbers with your Battleson Brothers Flooring halftime battle stats.
And first for the Sugar-Salem Diggers, not a lot of passing in that first half, but they haven't needed it so far because of their special teams and their defense. Jack Gardner, 1 of 5 for just 8 yards through the air. That went to Dawson McAnally, and that's a name, if you've been watching the game, you're very familiar with. He had 14 carries, 75 yards for Sugar-Salem, and a touchdown. He is leading the way for this Sugar-Salem team. Kimball Tonks, 7 carries, 19 yards, and a touchdown. On the ground, the Diggers, 28 carries, 107 yards, and 2 touchdowns. The first one set up off a Star Valley blocked punt. No penalties in this game.
Wow.
Duke, neither team has a penalty. The Diggers on third down, 4 of 7 for 57%, 2 for 2 on fourth down. Those have been big, especially on that last drive, 115 total yards. For the Braves, most of their yardage coming through the air. Smith McClure, 9 of 17, 106 yards. Most of that going to Bryson Neal, 3 catches, 47 yards. Roman Erickson, 4 catches, 31 yards. So 9 total catches for 106 yards. On the ground, Grant Thompson, 2 carries, 25 yards, and a touchdown. And then, of course, the 95-yard punt return touchdown from Bryson Neal. So the Braves have had their flashes on special teams as well. And we are tied up. The Braves 106 through the air, 44 on the ground, 150 total. Pretty dang close here, Duke, but the Braves probably talking about turnovers in there at halftime. We'll get to that a little later. That's a look at your halftime battle stats.
Presented by Battleson Brothers Flooring. Carpet One, quality, price, and service located a block south of the Arch in Afton. That is Battleson Brothers Flooring. Again, 14-14 between Star Valley and Sugar, 2 defending state champs, 2 undefeated teams going at it in this great rivalry matchup in this one. Now, before we go to break, let's see if we can give away a $25 gift certificate to Swirl in Afton and Star of 89 with our halftime trivia.
You know, I've had some hard ones. This one's not as hard, especially if you've been paying attention to all the stuff that we've been covering this week and in the pregame. The question is, Star Valley has 1 win over Sugar-Salem in this relatively new series. What year did that take place? 307?
203-4637. Didn't have the screen today. 307.
I just drew a blank.
203-4637. First correct answer wins that $10 gift certificate to Star of 89. And go check out their swirl flavors this weekend. They have that passion fruit, raspberry, banana, coconut, and as always, vanilla and chocolate. And their soups return October 1st. So be watching for that at Star of 89 and Swirl. First correct answer wins that $10 gift certificate. It's all part of the Star Valley Health Halftime Show on the SBI Sports Network.
The Lincoln County School District No. 2 Transportation Department is currently hiring bus aides for the current school year. Earn extra side cash while helping out the local students. Starting wage for business aides is $16.75 an hour. No experience is necessary and all training is paid. Get started and fill out an application. Visit lcsd2.org. That's lcsd2.org and click job openings. Become a bus aide and enjoy a great way to earn some part-time income.
For 18 years, Miles CPA has been your trusted partner in Star Valley, blending experience and expertise to support our community's financial needs. With a combined 75 years of experience, our dedicated team includes 3 skilled CPAs, along with 3 specialized bookkeepers. We're thrilled to welcome Amanda Wilford, our newest CPA, to the Miles CPA family. Together, we offer unmatched services in bookkeeping, payroll, business consulting, and tax preparation. Your financial success is our priority. Miles CPA, always a strong supporter of Star Valley Braves sports and activities. Go Braves!
Hey Braves fans, now you can follow your favorite players during the game with a complete Star Valley football roster online, including player pictures and bios. Scan the code on your screen or visit svinews.com/football roster.
The tread hold.
I'm going to stop you right there.
Who's this?
Let's stress with Stress Reducer. Now, how do we make tire shopping more stress-free for the customer? Maybe we give him a massage?
I don't think he wants that. I don't want that.
Maybe we try.
Maybe we don't.
Maybe we stick with our industry-leading warranties. Fine. I guess you guys already know how to make everything stress-free around here.
I mean, it is kind of our thing.
No stress with Point S.
This is Braves football and the Star Valley Health Halftime Show on the SVI Sports Network.
Halftime from Sugar-Salem, Idaho. It is the SVI Sports Network and halftime presented by Star Valley Health. Member Care is here to learn more about the new health benefit membership program for small businesses and their employees in Western Wyoming. Visit starvalleyhealth.org. That is starvalleyhealth.org. Knotted up 14-14 between Star Valley and Sugar-Salem at the half. Let's see how the Braves have done so far with those keys to the game, presented by Assist to Sell, the Realty Team.
Well, Duke, key number 1, and I used all caps here, no turnovers. Well, the Braves did not listen to me in that first half. 3 turnovers in that first half. Fortunately, if you're a Star Valley fan, only one of them led to points. That was the blocked punt and gave a 7-yard field to the Diggers for their first touchdown. That was the first touchdown, or the first turnover. Then you had a blocked field goal and an interception. Those ended up not costing any points. Key number 2, hold the defense under 40% on third down conversions. Right now, the Diggers at 57%, so some work to do there. Finish drives with points. Well, some work to do there as well. The opening drive that was so promising, the Braves cut that one off with the turnover and then take some pressure off McClure with the running game. We've seen that at times, but not a lot of carries so far. I don't know if that's going to change the game plan in the second half, but I still think plenty of work to do, at least as far as these keys are concerned, on your keys to the game, brought to you by Assist to Sell.
Of course, Assist to Sell, the Realty Team. Local agents Ashley Cranny and Mandy Jack have the keys to your next home. Visit Assist to Sell, StarValley.com. That is Assist to Sell, StarValley.com. We do have Claire Myers down on the field for the Miles CPA Sideline Report. She had the chance to catch up with Coach McKay Young heading into the locker room and get his thoughts on that first half. Claire.
All right, I just talked to Coach Young, and he says that he's feeling great going into the second half. He thinks we need to get the Diggers off the field in defense, and that we need to protect the kicks. But other than that, he feels very confident. Back to you, Duke.
Thank you, Claire Myers, with the Miles CPA Sideline Report, located in Afton and in Alpine. Call 885-0055. That's 885-0055. Teams out of the locker room getting ready to warm up here. 14-14 down. Let's see if we have a winner of that trivia here at the half, presented by Star of 89.
And the trivia question was, Star Valley has one win over Sugar-Salem in this relatively new series. What year did that take place? And the answer is 2019. So the first person who got that in there, you are the winner of a $25 gift certificate to Star of 89 and Swirl.
That you are. We do have a winner. The first correct answer. Phone number ends in 2530. 2530. Congratulations. You got it correct first. You can pick up that gift certificate at SVI Media next week. And good for a certificate at Swirl and Star of 89 in Afton. Duke and Dow with you with the Star Valley Health Halftime Show. We'll take a break here. We'll come back with the second half kickoff after this on the SVI Sports Network. While we've grown over the years, our commitment to our clients and their financial well-being remains the cornerstone of our business. With responsive local decision-making and a true appreciation for the health of our community, our vision is to provide a banking experience that is all about you, the client. At Bank of Jackson Hole, we value relationships. As your financial advisor, we're always here to answer your questions. When it comes to navigating the local landscape, Bank of Jackson Hole has proven year over year that we know the way. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
You know what I like about Caribou Ford? It's a quick drive. It's gorgeous, and I get what I want.
I take my Caribou Ford to the Oregon Trail golf course.
You know what I like about my Caribou Ford? I can check out inventory online before I go. Now that's service.
You know what I like about my Caribou Ford? Satisfaction.
We're Caribou Ford with top awards in the region for customer satisfaction because we're still keeping it simple in Soda Springs.
Everyday life is tiring, isn't it? After a long day, aren't you just exhausted? Wouldn't it be nice if you could just lay down on a perfect mattress? Something that feels like it was custom made just for you. Something so nice, it felt like the mattress itself was tucking you in. Now you can with Mountain Valley Mattress Company. See how affordable your next great night's sleep can be in downtown Afton or at mountainvalleymattress.com.
There's no place to enjoy the fall season like Alpine, Wyoming. Enjoy fly fishing on the Salt and Snake Rivers, camping and hunting up the Grays in the Wyoming Range. Hike the trails in the Bridger-Teton National Forest, or bring your off-road vehicles and enjoy the backcountry. And with plenty of lodging and dining options at affordable prices, you just can't beat the fall season in Alpine. Experience the fall season like Mother Nature intended in scenic Alpine, Wyoming.
This is Braves football and the Star Valley Health Halftime Show on the SVI Sports Network.
Live from Sugar-Salem High School, it's Braves and Diggers on the SBI Sports Network. That will do it for the Star Valley Health Halftime Show. Find them online at starvalleyhealth.org. Now, both teams really played a clean half, as you mentioned. Not a single penalty from either team in that first half. But it was that long drive from Sugar-Salem at the end, and then Star Valley missing the field goal at the end of the half, and here we are 14-14, tied up.
And that drive was quintessentially Sugar-Salem football. You had several third down conversions. You had 2 fourth down conversions. They used up, I think you had mentioned, almost 8 minutes of clock, and then they punched it in right before the half. That's exactly what they want to do. They want to take advantage of those natural turnover moments like this one right here. They score before the half, and then they get the ball back to start the third. So now a chance to go out and see if they can do it again here to begin this next quarter. And if you're Star Valley, see if you can make any adjustments. And I would say look out for number 17, number 1. That's the first thing I would do as a guy who doesn't really know what's going on. I would look out for number 17.
See how it all plays out. Braves did receive the opening kickoff of the game, so they will kick off here to start off the second half of play. 14-14. Braves will kick from the north to the south end zone. Back to return for the Diggers. Number 2 on the left side is A. Baldwin on the bottom screen. And McAnally, who you mentioned, Dawson, number 17, up on top. Christoph Bueller gets the football from the official. He'll place it on the tee. And the Christoph kickoff presented by Carpets Plus Color Tile, locations in Afton and in Thane. Carpets Plus Color Tile. 14-14, second half of the interstate rivalry between Star Valley and Sugar-Salem. Bueller will get the go-ahead whistle. And here we go. A flag on the kickoff, though. And I think we're going to have an offsides on the Braves on the kickoff.
Started a little early, maybe.
You had to say there was no penalties. Just had to say
it. Hey, I am just reporting the news.
So we go the whole first half without one, and then we can't even kick off here in the second. We get one. So an offsides penalty on the kickoff against Star Valley.
I think someone told the officials there was no penalties, and then they're like, well, we're going to fix that right now.
Can't be doing that. So an offsides on the Braves. That'll put the ball back 5 yards.
They're like, it's a victimless penalty. This kid can kick it through the end zone anyway.
No, Christoph is like, I want a challenge on a touchback.
Although I will say, let's see what happens here with McAnally and Baldwin back there. If they end up getting a nice return, we might look back at this and not chuckle quite as much.
long time to get set up here and ready to kick off again.
And both of these guys very capable for the Diggers.
All right, Christoph will step it back off again. Still tied 14-14 with the second half kickoff after the procedure penalty. Here he goes. And that one's away clean. He'll line drive it, field it on the run at the 10, 15, 20. McAnally on the return, and he'll be plastered at the 30-yard line. 1st and 10 with decent position for the Diggers from their own 30 to start off the drive.
It's kind of a spinning top of a kickoff there. And it just goes to show you, I mentioned this a couple times during the week and this morning on the Sports Show, Duke, Sugar-Salem, they just don't make mistakes. Even in those situations where it's like, oh, it's a line drive coming at you 50 miles an hour, they just field the ball. They're just extremely well coached.
Wing T offense, again under center. Jack Gardner, hands off and not much to do there.
Jaden Coons, man, Jaden Coons is having a pretty dang good night on defense.
Comes up with the flex again, and it will be 2nd and 9 after just a 1-yard gain on the dive.
And that's one of the small keys to try and get Sugar-Salem off the field, which is what Claire was saying. Coach Young talked about at halftime, making it 2nd and 9 instead of 2nd and 4.
Gardner turns, hands off to McAnally, has a hole this time, breaks into the secondary, stiff arms up to the 45-yard line, and another big run for McAnally will be a first down for the Diggers up to their own 45-yard line.
And he is hurting the Braves tonight on his cut and his second effort. That right there, the Braves were there. He's able to take that one cut and get upfield 14 yards.
1st and 10. Same formation. Handoff this time right side to Fleming, and he'll get 4, maybe even 5. Looks like officials will walk in around the 49-yard line for a 4-yard gain, just shy of midfield. 2nd and 6 to go.
And Fleming hasn't done too much tonight in terms of yardage. 7 carries, 7 yards, but that's where this team's dangerous. As soon as you start to think, oh, okay, all we got to do is stop 17, then they hit you with somebody else that maybe runs a little bit different and on to the outside. So you got to be disciplined.
Fleming will step out. This time we'll go trips to the right side with Gardner in the shotgun and Kimball Tonks with him in the backfield. One receiver to the left. Tonks will jump from left hip to right hip of Gardner. Blitz on the edge. Option. Pitch. Tonks has it, cannot get away, and first contact made by Riley Erickson, and then the cavalry arrived. Greatly done by the defense on the option.
Yeah, that was read perfectly by the Star Valley defense. Riley Erickson getting the ball carry, and I'll tell you what, Jack Gardner took a shot from Teotia, and that's no small thing. He's a big kid.
He is not someone you want to take a shot from, no. So 3rd and 5. Ball right at midfield, a 1-yard gain.
First 3rd down conversion of the second half coming up here. The Diggers were 4 of 7 in the first half.
They'll flip the formation this time, go trips to the left side. Confusion, Gardner looking around, and a timeout is going to be called by Sugar-Salem. Didn't like what was going on out there, some confusion on the offense. Back at 60 on SBI, 3rd and 5.
Welcome to Star Valley Station, home of Skyview Lanes, Salt River Cinemas, and Some Dude's Pizza. Get ready for an unforgettable experience where entertainment and deliciousness collide. Let the fun begin.
As a small business owner, we know you want to take care of your team. Introducing MemberCare, Star Valley Health's membership healthcare program. Through our new program, you can provide your team healthcare benefits at our primary care and urgent care clinics, including essential services like lab tests, x-rays, and urgent care visits, bundled into a plan that fits your budget. Your employees support your dream every day. Here's one more way to keep your team happy and healthy. Learn more at starvalleyhealth.org.
3rd and 5 for Sugar-Salem. Ball right at midfield. Tied at 14 on the opening drive of the second half. They'll throw. Rolling left. Open man caught by Baldwin. He'll run for the first down and up the sideline. Knocked out of bounds inside the 40 or at the 40. Inside Braves territory and a conversion on 3rd and 5. Out of bounds play. Stops the clock at 9:09 to go. On a 10-yard completion.
Just the second completion of the night for the Diggers, but a big one right there. And, Abe Baldwin had all kinds of space to not only get the first down, but get a few more yards after that.
Trips left side once again. Gardner in the shotgun. Back-to-back plays. Right side is Tonks. Gardner, quick throw. Once again caught by Baldwin on the screen, and he can't get anywhere. That's going to be a loss of 1 on the play. The DBs really flying to the ball. Actually out there also was Riley Erickson again. And a 1-yard loss on the wide receiver screen.
Dayton Schwab there as well, number 10. And that was a little bit curious. I don't know if Baldwin was waiting for a block to develop, but after he caught that, he was kind of waiting. And that's typically the Diggers get right upfield. That's kind of what their MO is. That one, he kind of hesitated, and it cost him a yard.
2nd and 11. Baldwin in motion, but hand off to Tonks. He's hit hard at the line of scrimmage, and Grant Thompson pulls him backwards for a 1-yard gain.
Well, Grant is a pretty dang good wrestler, and that one looked a little bit like a suplex. And that'll bring up 3rd and long. Of course, looking at the area of the field, this is probably 4-down territory with the team that you're playing, the score that it is, and the situation that you're in.
Trips to the right side. 3rd and 10 from the Star Valley 40-yard line. Gardner in the shotgun, rolls to his right to throw. Looking downfield, fires, and is it knocked away? Incomplete. Great defense by the Star Valley secondary. And once again, Jaden Coons.
He's having a game. He has been tough at run stopping, and then right there, making a key play here, and that's going to make things an interesting call here for Coach Richens.
4th and 10 from the 40. And it looks like he'll send out the punt unit. The Braves defense holds, and McAnally will come out to punt this one away. I'm assuming he's going to try and avoid number 3. He's back there alone, Bryson Neal.
And I'm just naturally distrusting. Watch out the direct snap to 23, Fleming.
It is that area of the field. Here's the snap. McAnally will roll to his right and will punt it away. And Neal will let it bounce inside the 5 and into the end zone. Almost down inside the 5-yard line, but into the end zone. Riley Williams diving for it to try and down it, but couldn't get there. And it's 1st and 10 for the Braves from the 20.
Riley Williams deserves an attaboy from his sideline. That was a heck of an effort. Just about pinned the Braves at the 1. That's a big stop for the Star Valley defense, though, Duke. Sugar-Salem not only gets a couple of conversions and gets it into Star Valley territory, but then you turn them away.
1st and 10 from the 20. 4 receivers to the right side for Smith McClure.
It feels like it's been about a year since they've had the ball on a proper possession.
McClure throws and through the hands of Cooper. I don't think he was expecting that to come his way, and threw his hands and off his face mask and incomplete.
Yeah, his hands were up kind of late there. Saw the ball late, I think.
Clock stops at 7:43 to go. This is the opening possession of the half for Star Valley, tied 14-14 against Sugar.
These are a couple big plays coming up here. After the last 2 long drives for Sugar in the halftime, you don't want to come out here and go 3 and out.
Bunch on the left, up tight. Thompson comes in late in the backfield. Wide right, all alone is Bryson Neal. McClure, shotgun snap, hands off to Thompson. Grant can't get ahead of steam, and he's brought down for a short gain on 2nd and 10.
Yeah, not much there. Sugar-Salem defense doing a great job.
3rd and 9 now after the short carry. Clock rolls down to 7:27 to go in the 3rd quarter.
And conversely, Duke, the Braves only had 2 third-down attempts in that first half, 1 of 2. And this one, 3rd and 9, as you mentioned. And, boy, you really don't want to have to punt here.
Trips again to the left side. Actually, 4 receivers on that left. Neal across the formation in motion. Stops. Goes back. McClure hits him on the out route and couldn't connect. That was Looked like it was going to be one of those throw-ahead pitch plays, but then Neal stops, cuts out, maybe tried to go up the sideline, and just couldn't connect on that one. And the punt unit comes out after a 3-and-out for the Braves.
And that's where, like, sometimes just the way that this game has gone, the differences in philosophy of the game, of the play calling. Sugar-Salem's had some long drives, eating up some clock. The Braves come out, feels like you barely had the ball, and then you got to punt it away.
Here's a clean snap. The punt will be end-over-end wobbly. Fielded at the 45 by McAnally. Breaks the tackle and runs out of bounds on the other 45 inside Braves territory. So the Diggers flip the field and get it in great position. They'll have it 1st and 10 at the Star Valley 45.
Yeah, they basically lost 5 yards. They were at the 40 when they punted. Now they get the ball back at the 45. I think most teams would take a 5-yard penalty to get a new set of downs.
Clock is at 6:54 to go in this third period of play. 14-14. Sugar back out on offense. They'll go back to their wing T set. Split backs behind Gardner under center. On the left side is A. Baldwin. Hands off to McAnally. Finds another hole into the second level, into the third level. Stiff arms his way all the way down to the 30. Another 15-yard carry for McAnally and another Digger first down.
That puts him over the century mark tonight. 16 carries, 104 yards now, and he has been a problem for the Braves. On that one, though, his teammates plowing the road, and when you have that combination, you've got yourself some Digger football.
McAnally also remains in the backfield again here with Fleming. Split backs, Fleming on the left, McAnally to the right. Fleming this time with the carry, tripped up at the line, falls forward for a couple on the first down run.
Like Cooper Lawson in there, first contact.
2nd and 7, maybe 8. Clock down to 6:10 to go, third quarter. Inside Star Valley territory down to the 26-yard line, tied at 14 all. Gardner again under center. Calls for the ball. Hands off, no play action. Rolls to his right, throws down the field, caught in the flat, and a big tackle. Ball's loose, picked up. Braves have it running down the sideline, down to the 45, 50. Working it down to the 40. Ball's loose again. Popped out, but Star Valley will recover it. 2 fumbles on the same play, both recovered by Star Valley, and the Braves are going to have it inside Sugar-Salem territory.
And I did not see who recovered the first one, Duke. That one was Jaden Coons, I think the second one.
Here's a look at it on the Fall River Propane replay. You can see the throw, the catch, big hit by Neal, and the scoop from Thompson. Grant was the one running up the sideline. He loses it, but recovered again by Star Valley, and we're 1st and 10 for the Braves after all that action.
What a huge play. Man, Sugar-Salem moving the ball. They were practically in the Star Valley red zone when that ball popped loose. And then once again, you see, I'll tell you what, the coaching staff for Star Valley deserves a ton of credit for the blocking schemes that developed, not only on special teams, but on defense. We saw it last week with Wyatt Martini's pick 6. And then right there, huge yardage after the interception.
Now they go under center.
Fumble.
Here's Jaden Coons, the tailback. Bread and butter to Jaden. Looks for a hole, but he gets hit hard by Abe Baldwin and cut down, held to a 2-yard gain.
Man. Abe Baldwin's just a ball player, isn't he? He does whatever the team needs him to do.
2nd down and 8. Star Valley trying to capitalize on great field position after the turnover. They'll have it inside the Sugar 30 down to the 29-yard line.
And I kind of get the impression, at least from that first carry, Duke, it almost feels like this is almost an establishment. Just kind of, okay, let's calm down. That was the bread and butter. Heck of a play by Baldwin to hold it to 2.
Now they go back to shotgun, trips right, 2 receivers left. Empty backfield, McClure, quarterback keeper, and he's brought down in the backfield. Couldn't get away from the pressure and brought down by Ben Aldrich. Will be a 4-yard loss on the play. Looked like a design quarterback run.
Yeah, I think so.
McClure couldn't get out of the backfield.
Great job by Sugar to recognize it. Makes it 3rd and 12 now. And the Braves now 1 of 3 on 3rd down tonight. And I got to believe 4 down territory here.
Here's a throw ahead, and then a pitch back to McClure. McClure throws down the field, has a man caught on the sideline, and going down to get it is A.J. Hale down to the 20-yard line. It will be just across the sticks to pick up the first down. It was a end-around play to Dayton Schwab, and then he turns a pitch back to McClure. He hits Hale to move the chains.
And the last time the Braves ran that play, it was a pick. That was clear back on the first drive of the game. This time it's a 13-yard reception and moving the chains on third down to A.J. Hale.
Good enough for a Wyoming National Guard first down. Now the Braves inside the Riverside Dental red zone. They go big boy package. Thompson the tailback, Mautautui the fullback, pitch to Grant, and he makes some hits on his way down to a 5 or 6 yard carry.
When you get a chance to fall forward like that, that means you won the momentum battle, and Grant Thompson picked up a good solid 5 yards there.
Now the Braves starting to get into a rhythm here. 2nd down and 5 inside the Riverside Dental red zone. Clock down to 3:26 to go in the third. Still tied 14-14. Thompson remains the tailback. Mautautia the fullback. Double tight end. Splits up the middle. Pitch to Grant. Bulldozes again ahead. Another first down. Move the chains inside the 10. It's 1st and goal for the Braves.
That one closer to an 8-yard gain. So last 2 carries, about 13 yards for Grant Thompson. And he's up to 39 yards and a touchdown on the night on just 5 carries.
Again, he's our mic'd up player tonight with the Wyoming Army National Guard. He's making some big plays. Looking forward to the highlights next week on that. 1st and goal from the 7.
He's had some big hits from his linebacker position too.
Yeah, I hope our mic's okay. Here's Grant in the tailback again. Pitch back to Grant. Brennan Butter sneaks into the 5, looking for the goal line, and gets in on the second effort. Pushing his way in, and Grant retakes the lead. He recovered the initial fumble on the other end, and then he takes it to the house. 20-14 Braves.
There's a reason we've called it the bread and butter over the years, Duke. That drive after the double fumble recovery, it almost felt like kind of getting feet planted back on offense. That's what that drive felt like to me.
Carpers Plus Color Tile PAT from Christoph Bueller is good. 21-14 Braves back with the lead on the SVI Sports Network.
Western is a fantastic option when it comes to higher education. We're awarded consistent upper rankings year to year from entities such as University HQ, College Factual, and Intelligent.com. But don't just take their word for it. Listen to what our own students had to say about why they love Western.
The sense of community that this campus has.
And our meals are always fun, in my opinion.
They like all of the instructors and the coursework.
The tuition is very affordable.
I have awesome teachers. They're personal and great.
There's always an adventure when you're here.
See how we sell your home and save you money? Very demure, very cutesy. Call Assist to Sell the Realty Team today for your next real estate transaction.
B&H Auto in Afton has been serving the Star Valley community for over 10 years. With a qualified and trained staff, you can trust B&H Auto for brakes, maintenance, repairs, tires, and more. That's B&H Auto on the north end of Afton. Service you can ride on.
You're watching Star Valley High School football on the SVI Sports Network.
Braves take advantage of a Sugar-Salem turnover, and Grant Thompson with a big fumble recovery returned inside Digger territory. Then a few Grant Thompson runs. He ends up scoring from 7 yards out, and the Braves retake the lead up 21-14 now. A squib kick here for Christoph. Filled it at the 10 by McAnally, and he'll break some tackles, break another one, but then cut down across the 20 and shy of the 30. Let's send it over to Jake Hibbert for another game day break in the Mountain Valley Mattress Company studio. Jake, what do you got?
Well, you'll see right here, Evanston getting the halftime lead 13-10, but Riverton coming back just recently at the 4-yard line. Blake Gantenbeim can't find anything, does it himself, 17-13 in our game of the week right now. Back to you.
Thank you, Jake Hibbert, and we'll see what Sugar can do here to answer. They were driving on the last one after forcing Star Valley into a 3-and-out, and then the fumble.
Yeah, things were looking real good there for Sugar-Salem. That's their first real big mistake of the night.
2:34 remaining in the third. Handoff again up the middle, just for a gain of a couple on the play. 2nd down up and coming.
Boy, that's a big old pile right there. You got to give Fleming a lot of credit. Idaho, they generally don't put the heights and weights on their roster, which they don't here. He's not very big, and he's a tough kid. That was tough running in there for 3 yards.
Going to be 2nd down and 8. Again, it'll be Baldwin on the left side of the wing. Here's a handoff to A. Baldwin. Tries to get that edge, and he is cut down by Bryson Neal to Grant Thompson, but not until he gets enough for a 1st down.
They fooled me, Duke. I thought that was going elsewhere, and A. Baldwin bouncing it to the outside. Looks like he might actually end up being just a bit short here.
He is a little slow to get up. We'll see where they spot the ball. This will be really close. We'll see if they move this or they are going to move it. Yep.
Okay. All right. Never mind then. I'll just say based on the near official, which is 50 yards away from where it actually happened. I thought he was a little short, but
it will be enough for a 1st down for Sugar. Pushes the ball up to their own 39-yard line. 1:45 to go in the 3rd quarter. Diggers trailing the Braves right now in Sugar City, 21-14. Gardner hands off up the middle. Moving the pile forward for 1, maybe 2 yards on the carry. 2nd and 8 to come up for Sugar. Clock rolls down to a minute 22 remaining in the 3rd.
38 carries, 157 yards for the Diggers tonight. I would imagine against some other teams, 38 carries from Sugar-Salem is going to be quite a few more yards. So on one hand, if you're Star Valley, you'd like to see fewer yards, but you're playing against a really good run game tonight.
2nd down and 8. They'll hand off again to McAnally, test the outside, breaks some tackles, spins, and will be tackled shy of midfield, but really close to the yard to gain to move the chains on a 2nd and 8.
And I would think he's got it, so about 8 more yards for Dawson McAnally. And I've got him with 112 yards now on 17 carries to go with the touchdown. And his blockers this second half in particular have really done a great job of giving him some seams to run through.
So the ball spotted right on the 49, which is what they needed, and they are going to bring in a measurement. So if they convert, it's obviously 1st down. If not, it will be 3rd and inches, depending on the measurement here. Clock is stopped at 33.5 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter. Set the chains. Stretch it out. Be shy of about
shy.
half a foot. So 3rd and 6 inches to go.
Which is, again, not to keep going over this, but this is exactly the kind of situation Sugar-Salem likes to put themselves in. In fact, you almost wonder if Coach Richens might even try something different here with the idea that if it doesn't work, he knows he can probably pick up that half a foot easily on 4th down.
Gardner again under center. Long snap count. Turn, easy 1st down pickup on the direct handoff to Fleming. And he's able to move the chains, and a late flag well after the play was over, thrown by the officials with 22.9 seconds remaining in the 3rd.
We haven't seen much of that tonight. This one has the feel of a unsportsmanlike, perhaps.
Officials are discussing. Looking to sidelines.
Braves backing up. Yeah, personal foul against the Braves.
So it was after the play was over. So you get the yards plus the 15 added on to. And that will be Sugar-Salem football down to the Star Valley 31-yard line.
Those are huge. I mean, the Braves, that's only their 2nd penalty, so you can't just sit here and wring your hands over it. But in the situation that you're in, you've gained the lead, 3rd quarter is ending, and you just gave your opponent a big chunk of yards.
Clock is rolling under 10 seconds. Gardner throws middle and intercepted by the Braves. Give him another one. Running back is Dayton Schwab up to the 38-yard line and out of bounds. He's had one every game of the season. Dayton's 3 for 3 on the year, and he ends the drive with another pick.
Wow. And in that first half and these other games we've talked about, Sugar-Salem has not made mistakes. In this third quarter, 2 big mistakes.
It's a great look at it on the Fall River Propane replay, and that will take us to the end of the third quarter. Napa Auto Parts fourth quarter when we come back in 30 seconds. Schwab ends the drive on another interception for him. Braves lead at 21-14 on the way.
And we're back with the First Bank Tortilla Challenge.
I think being in a small town, you just really care and you take more pride in the work that you do because you're working with your neighbors. These are people that you see out in the community. You know, you see them at kids' sporting events and parent-teacher conferences and the grocery store. You know, these are our neighbors.
One of the reasons that people also come back to us is they trust us because we are friends, we are family. And so I think there's a lot of trust in the community.
Napa Auto Parts fourth quarter after Dayton Schwab gets his third interception down. You said that's the 11th interception as a team for the Braves? 10th.
The 10th one. They had 5, then 4, and that's their first one tonight.
Here's a quick handoff. No play action. Down the field and overthrowing Grant. Went wrong shoulder, it looked like. Miscommunication. And that could have been a touchdown, but not able to connect.
Well, it's your that linebacker build, 180, 190 pounds. As you mentioned, with the shoulder pads on, it's kind of hard to do a full pirouette and bring that in, just unable to do so.
Second down and 10. Ball spotted on the 39-yard line. Braves still leading 21-14. Boy, that interception was huge. It really looked like Sugar was going to march right down the field.
Well, and that was both drives in the third quarter for Sugar.
Yeah, 2 turnovers on them, both inside Braves territory. Here's a handoff to Grant. No, an option read pulled in by McClure, and he can't get out of the backfield. It was a read option for McClure. He had the chance to either hand off to Thompson or keep it. He pulled it out of Grant's hands. I think it probably would have been a loss on the play either way. And it's third down.
That was read really well by Case Malmstrom, number 52.
Clock is stopped, clock is running at 11:23 remaining in the Napa Auto Parts fourth quarter.
Braves 2 of 4 on third down tonight.
3rd and 12. McClure in the shotgun. Trips to his right, to left, looks left, back middle, back to his right, throws it out to Cooper, caught on the run, and Cooper has a first down inside Braves territory. Talk about going through your progression. Left, center, right, lobbed it over the defense, and that's going to be a Wyoming National Guard first down.
That's a 22-yard gain for Cooper Lancaster. He's got 2 catches, but 40 yards, so that's easy enough. Even I can do the average.
1st and 10 now for the Braves. Nicely done by McClure on that one. Able to connect with Cooper. They've had some shots to Lancaster, but able to hit that one. 1st and 10 from the Digger 42. McClure, quarterback keeper, goes right, runs into a pile, and will be held to 2 yards.
8 carries, 15 yards tonight for Smith McClure, and we were wondering if he was going to maybe have a chance to break a few tonight. That has not necessarily been the case. Had a couple of decent runs in the first quarter, but other than that, the designed runs have kind of been stymied or even sacked here by Sugar-Salem. They've read them very well.
Clock is rolling down to 10:15. Braves with the 1 touchdown lead and the ball inside Digger territory. Bread and butter pitch to Thompson, hurdles the defender, gets into the second level, and runs all the way down near the 30-yard line. Will be really close to a first down. They are going to give it to him, a Wyoming National Guard. First down.
Well, Grant Thompson's average tonight 7 carries, 56 yards, 2 touchdowns. When the Braves have needed one of those, okay, we got to get a chunk of yards on the ground, it's been Grant Thompson tonight.
9:56 to go in the fourth quarter. Braves trying to add on to their 1 touchdown lead late in the game. Roll out to his right. Throws there, and it's an interception. Pulled in by the Diggers. That went right to him, back up the sideline to the 45-yard line. And I'm not sure what happened there, but that was a gift right to Cooper Mace. Pass went right to him. It was a little bootleg play out to the right, and either the receiver wasn't there or the pass was just overthrown, but Mace hauled that one in, and that's a turnover on the Braves.
Well, sometimes when you run a bootleg like that, you're hoping for a little bit of separation because of that. The Diggers were right on McClure's heels as he was sprinting out of there. Maybe he was trying to throw it away and just couldn't quite do it. But, yeah, that one hung up there. Easy pick for Cooper Mace.
This game has turned again. Just a 1-score game. 9:37 remains in the fourth quarter. Braves still up by 1 touchdown, but the Diggers back with the ball. Here's a handoff to McAnally. Tries the right side. He can't get away this time. Wrapped up and thrown down by Big Country for no gain on the play. Cooper Lawson in the backfield.
Tell you what, it has been a while since Dawson McAnally has been stopped for no gain on tonight. You got to probably go back to the very first drive of the game.
Clock ticking down to 9:10 to go. Still a lot of game time remaining. 2nd down and 10 from their own 40-yard line for the Digger offense. Gardner will break the huddle. He'll go shotgun this time. 2 receivers on either side. Fleming with him in the backfield. Gardner takes the snap. Screen play. Caught by the Baldwin on the screen. He's able to run ahead for 6 yards. Stopped at the 46-yard line. And 3rd down and 4 with the clock at 8.5 to go in the game.
Jack Gardner now 5 of 10. 30 yards through the air. A couple of picks. Actually, 1 pick.
Here's a big 3rd down and 4 yards to go.
And the Diggers 6 of 10 tonight.
8 minutes, 15 seconds. Gardner shotgun, he'll throw rolling to his right. Pressured from behind, throws it, caught, 1st down and out of bounds.
That was a bullet. Sometimes the ball takes a while to get there. That was a bullet from Jack Gardner. That was a heck of a pass.
Able to hit Ace Clark out on the flat, puts the football inside Star Valley territory down to the Braves 45-yard line, and a new set of downs for the Diggers. 1st and 10 with 8:03 remaining in the Napa Auto Parts fourth quarter. Gardner will break the huddle once again with Fleming in the backfield to his right side hip, trips to his left side, 1 receiver to the right. He'll throw. Bubble screen caught by McAnally. He's being chased down and does get positive yards, but Riley Erickson runs him down from behind, catches McAnally and holds him to a 4-yard gain.
That's a pretty dang good job by Riley Erickson. He covered a lot of ground and was able to bring down a guy that has got the most yards of anybody on the field tonight. To hold him to 4 to 5 yards on that play is pretty good.
Sets up 2nd down and 6. Ball at the Star Valley 41-yard line. Clock continues to tick down to 7.5 to go in a 1-score game. Braves with a touchdown lead, 21-14. Gardner back under center. Calls for the ball. Hands off to Fleming. Up the middle, breaks through. Crosses the defense and tackled from behind. But not until he's able to get inside the 30-yard line down near the 25. And across the 25. Moves the chains. Spots the ball at the Star Valley 23-yard line. 7:19 to go in the game.
That's an 18-yard gain. To put that in perspective, Jason Fleming, before that carry, had 11 carries for 19 yards. That one was 18 yards.
1st and 10 again for Sugar-Salem. Braves defense trying to hold on to this 1 touchdown lead. Sugar threatening to go inside the red zone. Gardner hands off, this time to Mace. He goes left, tackled for a gain of maybe 4, but it does put him down to the 20-yard line. Inside the red zone for Sugar-Salem, they'll spot it at the 19. 2nd down and 6 to go. 6.5 to go in the game.
And Sugar-Salem has moved the ball very well in this second half. They just shot themselves in the foot a couple of times in the third quarter. Not so far on this drive.
2 turnovers on this end of the field. We'll see if the Braves defense can pick up another one here. Hand off to Fleming. Works to the left side, trying to bounce around a tackler, and he'll be stopped shy of the yard to gain.
Got more than
just 1.
Yeah, got more than I thought he was going to.
Put him down to the 14-yard line. 3rd and 2. Actually right at the 15 where they will spot the ball. 5:55 to go in the game.
Sugar-Salem 7 of 11 on 3rd.
3rd and 2. Mace remains in the backfield along with Fleming. Split backs. Wing T. Gardner hands off to Fleming. Nope, it's actually Tonks back there. He'll have the first down, and near the 10-yard line, it's going to be 1st and goal for Sugar-Salem, hoping to tie this game. 5:34 remaining. We'll spot the ball right at the 10-yard line.
It's been interesting. They've gone to Fleming several times, that time to Tonks. So you get kind of used to Dawson McAnally. Makes you wonder if they'll go back to him now.
Gardner again will be in the wing T under center. Riley Williams flanked wide left. Handoff up the middle. And breaking through, looking for that goal line. Bulldozing in, and he's in standing. Tonks plows his way into the end zone. And a PAT away from another tie game. 21-20. Sugar strikes.
And that is the 2nd rushing touchdown of the night for Tonks. And that's one of those runs you kind of assume, you keep waiting for the whistle that he's stopped, and then the next thing you know, he's standing by himself in the end zone celebrating a touchdown.
Porter Tykert in for the PAT. The left-footed kicker will try and tie the game at 21-all. Snap, hold, it's almost blocked, and it might, sneaks inside the upright. It may have been deflected, but just got across, and it's 21-all on the SBI Sports Network. Okay. All right, we're gonna got to mute. He's back. He's back. You got to. Touchdown for Sugar-Salem. Tonks takes it in from 10 yards away. It's 5:11 to go in the Napa Auto Parts fourth quarter. We're tied at 21.
And I don't know that time's going to be an issue right now. It kind of feels like who's going to make a big mistake in the next 5 minutes, or are the Braves going to have a big play? It kind of feels like one of those two things.
Kick will be left short, fielded by Cooper near the 20. Lost it, just has to fall on it to keep possession of the football.
That's a little shaky there.
Yeah, he takes a shot.
Well, and even after he tried to recover it, it kind of ended up under his hip. And so Sugar-Salem slid in there and just making sure they didn't come up with it. So, yeah, the Braves have had some big plays tonight, Duke, but they've also had some drives that have stalled. We'll see what Coach Young and his staff opt to do here. 5:09 to go, and I believe all 3 timeouts.
Star Valley has 3, Sugar has 2. It's 1st and 10 from the Star Valley 23-yard line. 5:09 to go. McClure under center. Thompson the tailback. Mautautia the fullback. Bread and butter. Thompson rumbles ahead, but cut down this time. He does get across the 25 and picks up about 3 yards on the first down carry.
I'll tell you what, kind of blowing that up was number 2, Abe Baldwin. He went in there and made sure Grant didn't have a lot of momentum when he hit that pile.
Spot the ball at the 26-yard line. 2nd down and 7 to go. This time they'll bring out the spread offense again. Wide left is Andrew Daniel. Cooper Lancaster, the slot receiver on that side. 2 receivers on the right. Neal motions out of the backfield. McClure flushed, throws, and overthrew Bryson. I don't think Neal even knew the ball was thrown, went over everybody's head.
He never did see it. Well, you look at the mismatch. Bryson's, I'm not sure what he's listed, 6'3", 6'4", 6'5", somewhere in that range, and Fleming was on him, and he is nowhere near that. But the ball was not in a position for Bryson to go up and get it.
McClure had to throw it on the run. He was under pressure.
That's been a theme tonight. The Sugar-Salem pressure up the middle has flushed Smith out of the pocket a little more than I think Star Valley would like.
3rd down and 7 after the incompletion. Spread again, 5 receivers. McClure, shotgun, empty backfield, 4:26 to go in the game. A big 3rd down. McClure will throw, sets his feet, has it caught by Cooper, and up the sideline, broken tackle, back inside, and a 1st down for Cooper Lancaster near midfield. Huge completion for a Wyoming National Guard. 1st down for the Braves.
This has been an interesting night for Smith and his receivers. It feels like the pass has been just off the mark, or it has been a dart. That one was right into the webbing of Cooper Lancaster's gloves right when he needed it to be. That was a huge play.
I don't think he could have dropped that if he wanted to. It was right on him. 4:08 and counting to go in the game. 1st and 10 for the Braves from their own 48-yard line now. McClure in the shotgun. Thompson back there with him on the left. Bunched receivers to the right. Hand off to Grant. Ooh, big collision right at the line of scrimmage. Grant lunges forward to get to midfield. He'll get 2 really hard yards.
Man, that was a pile right there. You have Grant doing what he does, and I'm looking at Dalvin Stewart, number 65, a senior lineman. He gets up, and he's like, ain't no thing. He's a big dude. It's like, I've been here before, won a lot of championships.
Then you got Damian Burgess playing center. He's right in the middle of all that scrum, too. 3:28 to go. Star Valley at midfield. Tie ball game in Sugar City. 2nd down and 8. Grant Thompson again in the backfield with a bunch receiver set to the right. Bryson Neal on the left, wide out. And a timeout taken by Coach Young. Will take it as well. 3:12 to go in the game. Tied Braves. 2nd and 8 when we come back on SVI.
Hi, I'm Elise, and I've been dancing since I was 3, and I love it. I used to get nervous going places by myself, but I don't get worried anymore. Dance has helped me be brave and confident, and I am even on Desi's dance performing team now. I love being with my friends, and I love my teachers.
To learn more about how you or your child could not only develop their dance skills, but also develop as a person, visit Desi'sDance.com. Youth and adult classes are available. That's Desi'sDance.com.
So my name is Jen Johnson, and I'm the head teller here at the bank. Well, I really enjoyed getting to know the people that work here. I feel like we're a really good team. I've made some friendships here. I feel like we're all really supportive of each other, and I feel valued as a team member, and those efforts are recognized and appreciated. When you call the Bank of Star Valley, you talk to one of us. You don't get a call center in another state. You don't get an automated system. It's one of us that are there to help you.
After the Star Valley timeout, 2nd down and 8 to go, right at midfield. Just 3:12 remains in a tie ball game. 4th quarter, McClure will throw. Flush to his right. Eludes, and he has to throw it away. There's a flag on the play as well.
I wonder if this is going to be intentional grounding.
A lot of pressure on McClure again. He couldn't get away from it. Tries to throw on the run.
It could be a hold, too. I'm saying probably whatever this penalty is, likely going to go against the Braves.
Stops the clock at 3:07. If you decline it, it'll be 3rd and 8. If you take it, depending on the penalty, it's going to be a hold on Star Valley. So I think you take that because the flag's clear back at the 6 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be, like a 16-yard penalty.
So you either go 3rd and 8 or 2nd and about 20 almost.
Boy, like I said, it's kind of been hit or miss with the Braves. They've either had a big play or a missed opportunity, it feels like, through the passing game tonight. And Coach Richens is probably thinking, man, 20 yards really isn't a big deal. We've seen him pick it up even on this drive.
So it'll be 3rd. They are going to accept the penalties, so Be a hold. No, they do decline it, Dal. So he's going to go for the down over the yards. Oh, there's two penalties. There was a hold and an intentional grounding. They accept the intentional grounding.
Because it's a loss of down.
Yes. So there really wasn't much of a decision. You go, instead of 2nd and 25, it's now 3rd and 20. Push the Star Valley back inside their 40. So you said it could be a hold or an intentional grounding, and they went with both. Now from their own 38. 3rd and 20 for the Braves. McClure steps up, hit as he throws, caught by Nill on the run, tries to hurdle the tackler. He cannot get away from him, but he is up to the 50, about a 12-yard gain. And now it's 4th and 8 from midfield in a one-score game under 3 minutes to go.
And what do you do?
So you want to be a football coach. 4th and 8, tie game midfield, 2:48.
And the way Sugar-Salem's moved the ball, with 2 timeouts, if you don't get this, you might be conceding. There's a very good chance Sugar-Salem scores if you don't get it.
Coach Young will send out Bueller, and they're going to punt. 2:30 and ticking. 4th and 8 at midfield. Waiting for the snap. He's going to let as much time run off the clock as he can. There's the 5-second call, and they may just take the delay of game or call a timeout.
I say there's really no reason that 5 yards isn't going to hurt you.
We'll take the timeout. Braves 4th and 8 when we come back on SVI.
On behalf of the Bank of Star Valley, we'd like to congratulate Wyatt Martini on being this week's Man of the Week.
I'm Wyatt Martini, son of Tracy and James Martini. Senior, DB, running back. How fun.
He was right, draw play. Hands off to Martini, breaks a tackle. Defense falls Martini to the 20. Has a blocker downfield to the 10. Big cut 5 and tackled inside the 5-yard line.
It's time for some Napa know-how. Fourth quarter coverage on the SVI Sports Network is provided by Napa Auto Parts in Afton and Thane.
Coach Young gets the timeout before the delay of game, so it remains 4th and 8, and Christoph Bueller remains out to punt this one away from midfield. Ball at midfield, so he'll punt from inside his own 40. McAnally back to return for the Diggers. Here's the snap, punt, good kick. McAnally will wave for the fair catch and let it go into the end zone for a touchback. So 1st and 10 for Sugar-Salem. 2:13 remains in the game. It's 21-21. They'll have it on the 20-yard line with 2 timeouts.
Basically a textbook 2-minute drill here. Stuff that these guys go over and practice all the time.
Now we've seen Sugar with long, sustained drives down the field now. We have yet to see them with a quick drive down the field.
Their biggest play of the night was that 18-yard run from Fleming. McAnally's had a couple of them that were in the 14, 15-yard range, and I think he's definitely your big play guy, and we'll see him in the backfield here, number 17.
Comes down to the Braves defense. They've played lights out so far in this second half up to that last drive. Here's a straight dive handoff from the wing T offense for a gain of 4 yards on first down. The clock down to 2:05, and Sugar's going to huddle up here as we hit the 2-minute mark. They do a quick huddle and right back to the line of scrimmage. Jack Gardner has one receiver to his left, 1:50 now from the 24-yard line. Handoff up the middle again, and this may have been a loss on the play.
That exchange didn't look clean to me. I'm not sure what happened there.
Now it's 3rd down and 8, and Sugar's going to go slow. Big 3rd down.
Something happened there.
Maybe lost the ball on the exchange or something.
I wonder if that's what happened.
So now Sugar's going to try and take time off the clock as Gardner runs in. We're down to 1:20 to go. And the Braves trying to get a big stop here on 3rd and 8 and see if they can get the ball back. Sugar. Hard count. Braves don't jump. Gardner looks to the sideline. Clock down to 1:08. No timeout called here from Young. He's going to let it play out. Now Richens calls the timeout with 1:05 to go. We'll keep it here. It's 3rd down and 8 to go. If you're Sugar-Salem, you had the ball at the 21-yard line. You can be aggressive, but that's not really your style of offense. You got to pick up 8 yards plus go all the way down the field. if you're Star Valley, you're thinking let's get a stop here and we'll get the ball back and a chance.
We've seen some big plays from Sugar-Salem over the years with like a play-action pass and things like that, but that has not been the case tonight. Everything's been underneath or to the outside. Like I said, their biggest play of the night was an 18-yard run, and that was on the last drive. And just it makes me wonder what's in their playbook, not necessarily as a program, but for this particular team right now. Because right now, outside of Dawson McAnally or maybe Jason Fleming breaking through the middle on a missed tackle or something, I just don't know that they have anybody that makes you think, oh, he's going to go 78 yards here.
Yeah.
Famous last words, of course.
And unless it is that kind of play, you're going to need to string a few together if you get the first down here. 3rd and 8. They are going to go in the wing tee, split backs in the backfield. 1:05 to go. Turn, hand off to McAnally, and he won't get enough. Stopped well shy of the sticks, and it's going to be 4th and 5, and a timeout taken by Coach Young. They'll stop the clock at 57 seconds to go. And the Braves should get the ball back here. 4th and 5 from the 25-yard line. Let's take the timeout. We'll take a 30-second break. Punt when we come back on SVI.
These kinds of headaches can be literally incapacitating. They can change your quality of life. They can change your ability to work. They can change your ability to take care of your family.
I wasn't able to get up in the morning and get breakfast for my boys. As they went off to school, I wasn't able to help them. I had a hard time getting out to games, to plays, to activities that they were in. Dr. McClure has helped me get my life back, and I'm grateful for that because I can be so close to his office.
Fourth quarter coverage of Star Valley football is presented by Napa Auto Parts in Afton and in Thane.
After the Star Valley timeout to stop the clock, we have 57.4 ticks remaining. Coach Young is out of timeouts, but Sugar is going to have to punt here. 4th down and 5. They'll be snapping the ball from their own 25-yard line. Bryson Ild already has one punt return touchdown tonight. He's back all alone at his 30-yard line to try and field this punt. Tied at 21-21. The Braves defense gets the stop they needed and a chance to get the ball back. Braves rush the punt. It's blocked! The punt is blocked! And it's going to bounce and out of bounds, and the Braves are going to have great field position inside the 35-yard line. They block the punt, and with 52.8 seconds to go, 1st and 10 for the Braves.
That ends up being, less than 20 yards on that.
I don't know that it was blocked out.
I think it just came off his foot kind of weird. There was some pressure from Jaden Coons. I believe it was Jaden.
I don't think it was blocked yet. Jaden was there. Cooper was there too.
But I don't think it came off his foot kind of funky.
I don't think they got the hand on it. So just a shank punt on Sugar gives Star Valley great position here. No timeouts, 52 seconds. Ball spotted on the 34-yard line. Pistol set for Smith McClure. Roll to his left. Looking downfield. Fires to the sideline and out of bounds. Nobody open. 2nd and 10. 47.5 seconds remains.
Yeah, protecting the ball is paramount here, more than anything.
34-yard line, 2nd down and 10. The incompletion does stop the clock. 47.5 seconds to go.
I do think you're on the edge of Christoph's range if that's what you have to end up doing. But number 1, don't turn the ball over, and 2, don't lose any yards.
Empty backfield this time for McClure. 3 receivers to his right, 2 to his left. McClure will throw. Steps up, fires to the end zone. Man-to-man coverage and underthrown and incomplete. No flag on the play. Trying to hit Dayton Schwab. And the defense is there and incomplete.
Braves take a shot. And if I'm not mistaken, some boos coming across from the other side of the field. Star Valley crowd wanted a flag.
Wanted the PI. It might have actually been Roman Erickson, the intended receiver. It was Roman, and it will be 3rd and 10.
Well, and Roman on that drive right before the half caught those 3 straight passes on little out routes. That one was a bomb. He's back in. He and Dayton Schwab along with Cooper Lancaster to the left. 5 wide.
41 seconds remains. 3rd and 10. No timeouts for Coach Young. Tied at 21 in Sugar-Salem. McClure steps up. throws and overthrew his target. Cooper was held, and there's the flag. Defensive holding. Cooper couldn't get away from the defense. And that's going to move the chains at 35 seconds.
And Duke, I don't mean to be this guy, and because I know the Sugar crowd does not like this, that's the first penalty of the night on Sugar-Salem. So even if you don't like it, that's the first one with 35 seconds left.
Still tied 21-21. The penalty inside the 15-yard line down at the 11. Not a spot foul, though.
Pass interference.
So PI, instead of holding, a 15-yard penalty will result in a first down for Star Valley. Put the ball down inside the Riverside Dental red zone to the 19-yard line. Now you're in Kristoff's range, 35 seconds. You'd still like to get some yards here, if not just put it in. 5 receiver set again for Smith McClure. Again, no timeouts, but a new set of downs. Low snap, McClure collects, looks, fires, end zone, man-to-man again, jump ball, and incomplete again, looking for Roman Erickson. He tried to go backwards to get it. He falls down and the ball pops loose and incomplete.
That one was just a little bit under, kind of hung up there. Roman adjusted, just unable to bring it in as he went down to the turf.
2nd and 10 from the 19, 29 seconds remains.
And I know going for the pass, I even wonder if Star Valley might try a run, knowing you can get up and spike the ball and make this, maybe you break it, maybe you get 10 yards. I don't know.
5 receivers again. McClure, shotgun, empty backfield, looking left, pump fakes, back right, Roman again, man-to-man, caught, touchdown! Touchdown with 23 seconds remaining. Roman Erickson on the inside, just across the goal line for 6. They went back to Roman, no good. Back to Roman, no good. Hit him a 3rd time, and it's 6 points. And the go-ahead touchdown, 27-21. Wow. 23 seconds remain.
Has this game lived up to its billing or what?
Smith McClure pumped up on the sideline. Braves have the lead, 27-21, 23 seconds to go.
18-yard touchdown for Roman Erickson. His first varsity touchdown, Duke. He's a sophomore.
Welcome to the game.
Yeah, the Braves are a little late getting some guys in here for the PAT. And the Sugar-Salem still has 23 seconds and a timeout after the PAT.
See if they get it off. The 5-second count has started. There's a procedure penalty. They were celebrating, couldn't quite get everybody in on time. And that'll be a false start penalty of 5 yards, but the Braves lead it by 6 right now. PAT pending, 27-21. Roman Erickson, the sophomore. They went to him 3 times. After that first down penalty resulted in the first down, the PAT is up and no good. Missed it. So it's still a 6-point game. 27-21, 23 seconds remains on the SBI Sports Network.
Battleson Brothers Carpet One Floor and Home is clearing stock with massive discounts. Right now, while supplies lasts, find select LVP and carpet 50% off. Battleson Brothers also has over 8,500 square feet of hardwood, normally $7.99 per square foot, but currently just $3.99. And choose select tile for just $1.99 per square foot. Come see the flooring professionals, located 1 block south of the Arch in Afton.
Price, quality, service, Battleson Brothers Flooring.
The winter sledding season will be here before you know it. Make sure you're ready for the best winter yet by making your reservations at Kodiak Mountain Resort in Afton, Wyoming. The resort is located just minutes away from some of the best backcountry sledding in the Rocky Mountains, regardless of experience. And with plenty of trailer parking and a large complimentary breakfast, there is no place better to stay while you enjoy the Wyoming winter. Book your stay today by visiting KodiakMountainResort.com.
Fourth quarter coverage of Star Valley football is presented by Napa Auto Parts in Afton and in Thane.
There's the go-ahead touchdown, a dime to Roman Erickson inside the pylon across the goal line, and 27-21. PAT no good after a delay of game on the Braves. Christoph Bueller with the ensuing kickoff, and it will be returnable at the 4-yard line. Running up is Cooper Mace to the 10. He's hit and dropped. A big tackle from Andrew Daniel, it looked like. as he had a collision there, and it's going to be 1st and 10 with 16.9 seconds remaining. Ball spotted at the 20, maybe even the 19-yard line.
Sugar-Salem with a timeout. Their playmakers tonight, Dawson McAnally's had a nice game. Jason Fleming, I think, has had a terrific fourth quarter. But you also got some guys like Abe Baldwin, Cooper Mace. You get them in the open field, they're very capable of scoring.
See what Coach Richens has drawn up here. He goes 4 receivers set, 2 on either side. He needs big yards, and he needs them quick. They'll have to get a touchdown to tie. PAT to win. Pump fake, throw it into the flat, caught up the sidelines and out of bounds. It was caught by Clark. Stops the clock at 10.9 to go. It will be enough for a first down and push the football up to the 29-yard line.
Good enough for a Digger first down. That's the 29-yard line.
Gives them a little extra to work with. Still 71 yards to go to score with 1 timeout and 10.9 on the clock. Shotgun set again for Jack Gardner. 2 receivers on either side. Gardner will throw. Steps up, goes deep, sideline, McAnally and out of bounds. Not catchable. Couldn't connect. And now you have time for one more play. 4.9 seconds remains in the game. Braves lead it by 6.
Watch out for the old hook and ladder. The lateral maybe. If it doesn't turn out to be kind of a big play. That kind of stuff you practice when it's the end of practice.
4.9 seconds to go. 1 timeout still remains for Coach Richens, but at this point it's a mute timeout because you only have 4.9 and 71 yards to go.
Bryson Neal, he's back here playing center field. He's even backing up. He's actually got his heels on his own 45.
And they go back to the wing tee. Under center is Gardner. Turns, play action. Pump fakes, hit as he throws, caught by McAnally, but the tackle and the Braves will win. An 8-yard gain, and the Braves rush the field. They get the win over the Sugar-Salem Diggers. Your final, 27-21. Star Valley ends the drought against Sugar-Salem and get the win on the road. 27-21 the final.
Big win for the Braves. You know, Coach Young talked to us this morning. Duke said he wanted to play clean tonight. I don't know if the Braves did that, but they came away and faced a lot of adversity, both of these teams tonight, and just happened to swing Star Valley's way at the end.
Congratulations to the Braves as we head into the Silver Star Communications post-game coverage. Braves win it 27-21, and they stay perfect so far in the year at 3-0. Let's send it back to the Mountain Valley Mattress Company studio. Jake Hibbard with our post-game report on the SVI Sports Network.
Another win. How about that? Woo! Sometimes I can't even keep it together out here. All right, let's jump into some highlights. We got a lot of stuff. Looks like Evanston-Riverton has just gone final. First play of the game, Braden Wallace goes 80 yards up the field for Evanston to give them the opening score of the contest. Wallace puts Evanston up 7-0. Riverton would respond. It's Gantenbeim handing off up the middle. And that's a touchdown for Hunter Saltzgaber. That ties it up. Riverton would lead 10-7. Evanston comes back with a touchdown up the middle to Brooks Searle from Bronson Sims. 13-10 Evanston leading. Now a 4-yard rush into the end zone. Blake Gantenbeim puts them up 17-13. A play for Evanston, keeping the drive alive. No, an interception. And Riverton wins it 13-17. Buffalo Jackson. Pole is on the run. Yeah, Buffalo had this one from the get-go. They never trailed, not a long lead, but 19-14 the final. Green River Rollins still going right now, but it looks like Green River's got this one in hand. First rush of the game up the middle. That's Brant. James Herball getting that one. And then Herball again stripping the ball away from Vaughn Grant, and Herball with a scoop, or I guess a steal, and score. Green River leading Rollins 28-15 right now. Mountain View and Lovell. That game not quite final yet, but looks like we'll be going final here very shortly. You just saw a touchdown, Justice Platt to Brendan Walker to put them up. Mountain View 7-0. After that, Lovell. Take a look at this throw. First play of the second half. Gavin Crosby to Matthew Newman. Whoop! Mountain View leading at 35-20. Nonetheless, Cody and Douglas, battle of the ranked teams. Yeah, but not for long. I don't know that Douglas will be able to hold on after this one. Cody ran things in from the get-go, kind of figuratively, but also kind of literally there. That is a return, 80 yards for Trey Smith, 49-0. Cody wins that one. Lander and Powell. We've got a long touchdown there. Powell gets it from Wisniewski to Jordan Lara, and the final score on that, 39-8. Powell on top. And then finally, we've got some Cokeville highlights from earlier today. It was a 1 o'clock kickoff for Cokeville and Lyman. Pretty good contest en route. Justin Moyes runs one in, finding the edge. Then coming back, it is a touchdown. Maxfield finding Devon Shear, and that put the game at tied. 8-7. Lyman had a 1-point lead. Justin Moyes found up the middle again for the touchdown. And Lyman falls to Cokeville 13-9. Guys, I think I got some screen sharing time. If you'll hold on for me for just a second, we'll pull this up and get some scores here in the 4A. East over Thunder Basin 31-6. Campbell County big over Rock Springs 35-3. That may turn some heads. Camels might be back. Laramie over Central 10-3. Kelly Walsh over South, and Sheridan continues their win streak over Natrona County 29-7. See really quickly if we've got a final score on that Mountain View game, and I am not seeing. Yep, looks like it's still 35-28, a one-score game now, guys. Not over yet. That's it for me. What a win. Hey, see you next time.
Thank you, Jake Hibbert. A great summary of what went on tonight across the state of Wyoming with the Mountain Valley Mattress Company recap there. Thank you very much. It's all part of the Silver Star post-game coverage here at Sugar-Salem High School, where the Braves have knocked off the Diggers and given them a rare home loss. And Star Valley pulls this one out on a touchdown pass with less than a minute to go, finding the sophomore Roman Erickson for the game winner. Almost a walk-off, 27-21 is the final score. Braves with the win. Now let's hit your post-game battle stats presented by Battleston Brothers Carpet One Floor and Home.
And first for the Diggers, Jack Gardner had him going 9 of 15 tonight, 61 yards through the air. Sugar-Salem on the ground, 49 carries, 217 yards, 3 rushing touchdowns. Doing the most of that damage was Dawson McAnally, 19 carries, 116 yards, and a score. Kimball Tonks had 10 carries for 35 yards and a pair of touchdowns. Jason Fleming finished with 14 carries and 46 yards. So 61 through the air, 217 on the ground, 278 total. For the Braves, Smith McClure went 13 of 29, a bit lower than the completion percentage he's used to, but 194 yards, including that game-winning 18-yard touchdown pass to Roman Erickson. Erickson finished with the game high of 5 catches and 50 yards through the air and that touchdown. Bryson Neal had 4 catches for 59 yards, and as well, 3 catches, 62 yards for Cooper Lancaster, 1 for 13 for A.J. Hale, 1 for 10 for Dayton Schwab. On the ground, Grant Thompson, 9 carries, 62 yards, and 2 rushing touchdowns. Smith McClure, 8 carries, just 15 yards. Getting it done also on special teams. Bryson Neal with another special teams touchdown tonight. He had a kickoff return last week. This week it was a 95-yard punt return for a touchdown, and also an interception, timely interception from Dayton Schwab tonight. The Braves overcome 4 turnovers. They had 2 picks, a blocked punt, and a blocked field goal, but they win this one 27-21, and that is a look at your Battleston Brothers post-game battle stats.
Presented by Battleston Brothers Carpet One Floor and Home, just south of the Arch in Afton. Let's send it down to the field for the Miles CPA field report. Claire Myers is down with the entire senior class down there with Coach McKay Young getting that win over Sugar-Salem. Claire, take it away.
All right, guys, we're here live.
We're too close to them.
We're here, and we're going to talk a little bit about how you guys felt today. So first of all, how does it feel to beat the people that you haven't beat in 5 years?
Let's go! That's us, baby! That's us!
Is Roman Erickson here?
No. He's over there.
Oh, dang it. Well.
If you need, I'm in.
All right. What do you guys think that you improved the most on today?
I think that run fit, they ran all over us on that first piece, but once we came out of that locker room, we knew they were not going to run that ball on us again. We got deep. Yeah. We made a couple adjustments, and they didn't run that ball on us again.
I mean, we love when we blow people out, but it's always fun to play a game this close with your boys. It makes you enjoy the win so much more, and I thought this was our first game of the year. We had to fight and really dig deep, and I feel like we did a great job.
We've been working all season for this, and we finally did it. Let's go, boys.
All right. What do you guys think was the best thing that you did tonight?
Win.
Roman Erickson trucking Coach Young after he caught the touchdown.
How do you feel about that, Coach Young?
How do I feel about getting trucked by Roman at the end?
I love it.
I mean, we liked the matchup on that side, and that's why we threw it 4 times in the last 30 seconds. We knew our guy was going to make a play. Smith put a ball, the line protected, and it's kind of magical. One thing I would point out is 2 big turnovers in the second half and then forcing a bad punt at the very end. These guys, we talk about players make plays. We talk about winners make it happen. We talk about neck-down mentality. And back against the wall, fourth quarter, these seniors, so proud of them.
All right. Any other things you guys want to say?
Thank you. Get out of here.
All right. Thank you so much. Back to you, Duke.
Thank you, Claire. That's a post-game interview to remember. Her first one. We throw the whole senior class at her in a fun time. Fun times to be had. The Braves as they celebrate this win. Again, the final comes down. Star Valley winning at 27-21.
We told you it was circled. And right there, that kind of gives you an idea of how hyped up the Braves and the program was for this game. And that is born out of respect for the matchup against Sugar-Salem and what they've accomplished and wanting to snap that 4-game losing streak. And I'll tell you what, Duke, this game was back and forth, a lot of big plays, a lot of big things happening. And so to come out on the winning end of it, I'm sure it's going to be a pretty glorious trip home.
Absolutely. It's all part of our Silver Star post-game coverage. Take flight to faster Wi-Fi. Learn how at silverstar.com. That is silverstar.com. Now, how about your player of the game presented by Star Valley Skidoo?
I don't know. Usually we kind of kick this around, but doesn't it seem like we said Jaden Coons' name a lot tonight, Duke? I thought he had a great game defensively. He was in on that last punt, and whether or not he actually did anything as far as getting his finger on the ball, but he was definitely back there. Coach Young touched on it there at the end. I'm going to go with Jaden Coons tonight, number 39.
Congratulations, Jaden Coons, your Star Valley Skidoo player of the game. Financing as low as 1.99% for 36 months on your next side-by-side or ATV. Visit StarValleySkidoo.com. And Jaden Coons, your player of the game. The Braves get the win 27-21 at Sugar-Salem. They come back to this area of the state next week now and play at Teton Valley, Idaho.
Yeah, first time Star Valley's played there since 1935. That is courtesy of our friend Patrick Schmidt and WyomingFootball.com. So definitely no history there, but a little history on the sidelines. Coach Joyce used to be at the Jackson Bronx, and so he is leading the Timberwolves now. And be the first broadcast for us as well, Duke. So we'll be doing a lot of new things next week.
So we'll catch up with you a week from tonight, again in Eastern Idaho at Teton High School. Again, your final here, Star Valley with the walk-off touchdown, 27-21 the final. Braves advance to 3-0. I'm Duke Dance with Dal Erickson, producer David Kazare, assisted by Sage Jacobson. Shout out to Amanda Nelson doing it all back at the studio. Thanks, Amanda, and a great crew of camera ops. Thank you for joining us live on the SVI Sports Network.